We are live at Coletco for Wednesday, July 17th, live Facebook record sale. We're also streaming on YouTube, and we're not on X anymore because I got to upgrade our membership, so we'll be doing that shortly. I don't know what Elon charges for that. I'm sure it's not much. All right, let's get this show on the road, as they say. Who's going to be your first? Mike Massey. Mike Massey. Mike, I don't know if I'm drinking one of your V8s or one of my V8s, but the monsters are chilling in the fridge, and I'm going to go check one of those out. I just hit the like button. I need y'all to hit the like button. I'm hitting the copy link button. I need y'all to hit the copy link button. I'm hitting the share in the group button. I need y'all to share it somewhere. Share it somewhere. Share it in your local vacation Bible school group. You never know. Share it in your home cooking recipe group, right, Tanner? Anywhere there's a group, share this feed. All right, I'm going to jump over to our group, which is Whole Lot of Records. I don't think I posted much today in there. I didn't even share much about... Now, I've posted one pre-order. That's it. That's the only thing I've posted in the group today. I've made 4 posts on the Coletco page. So in Whole Lot of Records, I hadn't posted much. On the Coletco page, I have posted just 10 minutes ago about the hot picture. Apologizing, there's no official video, but there's plenty to sell. Right, Tanner? All right. And I'm sharing the link there. Then I'm hitting the like button on that post. Then, 46 minutes ago, I said, new collection. I'm honestly starting to lose track of what and where we have bought on this trip with the head exploding emoji. And it's true. And I posted about 10 pictures of about 10,000 records Paul bought just earlier this morning. I'm sharing the link into that. I'm hitting live now. And then I'm going to go over here to the other post 7 hours ago, which was about noon today. I was trying to go to sleep, and Paul texted me even more pictures. And I posted those, and that's where he bought about 5,000 albums up in New Jersey. 2 people have asked where in New Jersey. I have no idea. I hadn't asked Paul. And then there's last night's feed, part 1 and 2. All right, so now all that's shared. I just got an email 2 minutes ago from YouTube saying Coletco was live. And if you subscribe to us and you have notifications, you'll get those same emails. By the way, we're almost at 15,500 subscribers. We was at 15,000 just on Thursday last week, so we've had almost 300 new followers over on YouTube. I'm going to share the link, so I like the button over there. Make sure you hit the like button as well. And let me go ahead and post. Let me reset. I don't have our stream open. There's our comment. I could have been looking at everybody's comments already. There's the comment feed. And now, what have I done? I'm going to post this on our story. So post story. And let's go right here. Give me fuel, give me fire. That's what I say when I open up this V8 here in a second. And let's go live now. Exclamation point. So now I'm posting on our Instagram story, which automatically posts on our Facebook story. It double posts there for us. I'm going to comment on the Instagram post I just made and put live now, link in story. All right. And then I'm going to share the same YouTube link to all of the Facebook posts as well. And people said I had one person say, thank you for doing that, because they find out we're live on Facebook, but they watch over on YouTube. So I'm going to also comment over here, and I'm going to put YouTube link. And I just got to do this one more time, 2 more times. There's the first one. Let me scroll down. Here is the second one. And here is the third post. And then after that, we're ready to start officially showing and selling records. One of our posts are getting a lot of comments. I think one of our ads. I don't know, so guys I think he's posting photos or something, which is never a good thing. YouTube link or something. So I just got this one guy. I don't know if you're seeing that or not, Tanner. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, great night for auctions. Let me move some stuff around. I'm going to use my mom's Ooh, this is a nice table, this peacock table. Does she sell this? I don't want to put anything too disastrous on it, but I'm going to have to put this on it for right now. Hope that don't break. All right, let me get all these auctions from behind the counter. Tanner is helping me sticker the new vinyl right now. If not, if he wasn't here, we'd be in serious trouble. I'd have to go ask Brian or Melanie to help me. Luckily, he was here. What would we do without you, Tanner? He says he don't know. I don't either some days. All right, and then this whole crate I'm moving right here, y'all can't see it. I just walked by the camera with it, but y'all can't see it. It's got stuff like Testament and Iron Maidens and Tom Petty's and Crocus and more Iron Maidens and Vince Gill and Legs Diamond and Alice Cooper and Van Halen and Michael Schenker and Deep Purple and more Van Halens. That's crate number 1. And then there's 2 more crates of auctions, including the stuff that I have laid in front of you right now. Let me try to get this a little bit closer because a lot of this is sealed. And let me see what else I can pick out of here right quick. Hiroshima. Okay. Yeah, we'll do some of that too. We got plenty. We've been short because Paul's out buying. He's somewhere in New Jersey right now, I think. He's buying records. And so Laura's it's just been Laura today. She's marking records. And when that happens, we don't have anybody here to do auctions. And luckily, Seth got some ready. I found a lot more sealed stuff, and whether it's OG or sort of OG like the Judas Priest or something that's kind of new sealed like Metallica, it makes us get auctions done a lot faster. So, did the Phantom poster sell last night? Phantom poster? Phantom poster. Phantom poster. Phantom of the Opera. Now, Michelle Miller, one of our customers, she posted where she bought some posters from us. Are you talking about Phantom of the Opera? Michelle, who's one of our regular poster buyers, she posted some stuff she bought. But if that's what you're talking about, if not, then I'm unsure. All right, so Mark Fallon, what did I jump on and steal in the middle of the night? I don't remember. Mark Fallon, he got on at like 2:30 a.m. last night, his time, and bought a poster and then went back to bed. I don't even remember. You bought what did you buy? You bought something autographed. You bought some kind of autographed, it was some kind of cowboy western lobby card or something. I don't even remember. All right, let's get started with our warm-up bin here. Let's get started with what we call a warm-up bin. We're going to do this one that's left center. We're going to get some auction started, and what better than one of the ones I posted in the hot picture. Everybody's already seen it. Motorhead. This is a limited edition red vinyl EP of the Ace of Spades celebrating 40th anniversary. It looks like it's autographed. Unfortunately, it's not. It's a 2020 record store day, and let's go ahead and do that for a $20 start. That's Motorhead Ace of Spades. It includes a Christmas ornament as well. You get a Motorhead Christmas ornament, perfect for Christmas in July. Motorhead is a $20 start. 2020 record store day, red vinyl. And we're going to do Michael Jackson Thriller, a sealed copy. And this is a 2015. This is a 2015 Thriller, $15 start on that, new and sealed. So 15 and 15, or I might have said 20 on Motorhead. Either way, we already have a $20 bid. It's going to get there anyway. All right, I don't have an empty crate yet, but I'll start showing vinyl. First thing I have here is Maroon 5, Songs About Jane, new and sealed. All right. Maroon 5, Songs About Jane, $36.99. That's new and sealed. We have Best of Doobie Brothers. This is Volume 1 and Volume 2 packaged together. 2 LPs, $46.99. Best of Doobie Brothers. Motorhead has a bid for $20, and we're looking for a $15 start on the sealed Michael Jackson Thriller. Metallica. This is where they played Woodstock, the 1994 Woodstock. 2 LP, unofficial, $39.99. A Perfect Circle, Emotive. $33.99 for A Perfect Circle. That's a 2 LP as well. Trifold Jacket and the Ronettes. And of course, that's a tough OG record to find. Always pricey. Be My Baby, that is $39.99. That's a music on vinyl press of the Ronettes. David Bowie, our last copy. This actually ended up being really popular. It's alternate versions and demos from the Ziggy Stardust era, his most popular album probably. $33.99. Chase Arnold on M. Is that for Metallica? 1994 Woodstock goes to Chase Arnold. That is sold. And we have Nirvana, Nevermind. $36.99 for Nirvana, Nevermind. $36.99. Smells Like Teen Spirit. This is Twilight Saga, New Moon. That is $39.99. Pressed on metallic marble vinyl. Those recently got reissued right out about a month ago. And before they were in print, they were very expensive. The Twilight soundtracks were big money. Michael Jackson has a bid for $16. And this is a 2015 press of Thriller. Man, let's see. Paul McCartney's on this album. Eddie Van Halen. Vincent Price. That is at $16. It was for Metallica. M for Metallica. Yes. Chase Arnold, I got you down for Metallica. Got you. Thank you. And Motorhead, the Record Store Day Red Vinyl, Ace of Spades. It has one bid for $20 with Robert Warner. Final call. Final call on that. We have Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll is Ballads of the Broken. That's on red vinyl. Jelly Roll is $29.99 for Jelly Roll. And we have Linkin Park Meteor. That's a gatefold, new and sealed, $33.99. Craig says my microphone's already going out. I'll go ahead and swap them right now then, because this one, I was on late last night, so this one probably is dying. Okay, we'll try this. Tanner said this one was already fully charged, the one that Craig said was scratchy. Craig, you sure it's not your ears? All right, I'm going to open this can of V8 right quick since I have a quick 5-second timeout, or we'll say a 15-second timeout. I got 8 seconds remaining. Give me 1 second. $28. Yeah. All right. Craig says it's not my ears. Okay. It's not his ears. All right. Steve Luther on Thriller. Yeah, what an amazing lineup. All right, so what happened here? Michael Jackson, $20 with Scott Joachim Soller. Leslie got out. JK bid 26 on Motorhead. JK's at 26 on Motorhead. Michael Jackson, 21. Michael Jackson, 23. And Robert's out. Continuing, Jelly Roll, Wits at Chapel, $29.99. Oingo Boingo, Dead Man's Party. And I think y'all know we don't get many OGs of these. That's a red vinyl, my last one. Oingo Boingo, $34.99. And Jason Isbell, Southeastern, $33.99. And by the way, I need everybody to like the post. I've been going through the post. I know it gets exhaustive after a while. I have to say it every night. But I looked like last night we only had like 143 likes on the post. But we still had more viewers, and we had one of our biggest nights of the week. And so if I can get everybody to just do one favor and hit the like button on wherever you're watching, it's like literally a personal favor for Chad. And I would greatly appreciate it. Beyonce, Cowboy Carter, $64.99. That is a 48-page book included, like a box set, $64.99. And Queens of the Stone Age is $34.99. Outcast, Stankonia, $34.99. And we got two copies left of Daniel Johnston, Fun, 30th Anniversary Aqua Pressing, $29.99. Chase Arnold wants to Beyonce. That's so to Chase Arnold. And let's go through these one more time. I always give our first auctions a few more extra minutes just because everybody's getting on. Motorhead is the Ace of Spades. It's a Record Store Day from 2020. Red vinyl, sealed with Christmas ornament. JK, Gianranco Corcavoco, has this for $26. And that is a final call for $26. We have Michael Jackson Thriller, which is a new sealed copy, a 2015. It's sealed, and Scott Joachim Stoller has that for $23. Boy, y'all, some of the most difficult names are bidding early tonight. Y'all are doing that on purpose. And then Travis Wade wants a Daniel Johnston. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get a third auction going. Motorhead just got a new bid, but it's a final call. This is Chicago's Greatest Hits, an awesome picture disc. Amazing music. Saturday in the Park. 25 or 624. Feeling Stronger Every Day. Does anybody really know what time it is? Make Me Smile. And then one of my favorite, Beginnings. And there's more on there. The plastic here's got a little crinkled where it's just, it gets crammed down in a crate or whatever. That was a Rhino Start Your Ear Off Right from 2 years ago. It is sealed. It is sealed. $15 start on that. $15 start. Motorhead getting new bids. We pulled Daniel Johnston. Daniel Wild wants Boingo. Daniel Wild on Boingo. Daniel, are you a first-time buyer? I've recognized your profile picture, I think. Oingo Boingo is sold to Daniel Wild, W-I-L-D-E. And let me know if you are a first-time buyer, Daniel. We have Linda Ronstadt. This is a 35th anniversary blue vinyl. That's Cry Like a Rainstorm, Howl Like a Wind. $34.99 for Linda Ronstadt. We have Linda Ronstadt featuring Aaron Neville. And this is a 35th anniversary on blue vinyl. That is $34.99. $34.99. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimmy Vaughan, that's called the Vaughan Brothers Family Style, $39.99. $39.99. All right, did anybody else bid on MJ? I don't think they did. I'm going to go ahead and sell Michael Jackson and the Scott Joachim Staller for $23. And I got a pack of empty sleeves over here. There was a box I left up here last night, Tanner. I'm probably going to need those at some point. Yeah, I don't, unless you stuck them underneath, they may be right, I bet they're right there, because about 2/3 of the auctions tonight will need to be re-sleeved, and I'll go ahead and do that now so they don't have to do it later. So there's Michael Jackson. That's sold for $23. We got Chicago, and we got Motorhead still up for bid. Okay, was Dan? I thought so. All right. I thought that's who you were, but I was just going to make sure. So Daniel Wild. I'll let them figure out however that is. I'll start calling you Daniel Wild then. And thank you for this confirming that. This is Vaughan Brothers, $39.99. And we have Alice in Chains, Jar of Flies, the EP, 4-time platinum, $28.99. Here comes, I almost said here comes the rooster. That's on Dirt, which I got to reorder. That has No Excuses on it and Nutshell. This is Megadeth, So Far, So Good, So What. New and sealed for $33.99. And Dan and Shay is $33.99. Dan and Shay. And we had a waiting list on that yesterday. All right. Tanner's helping me out a lot. We're saving a lot of time. There's one more thing I need. My laptop charger. Tanner's already reaching for it. He already knows. I told him yesterday, Tanner, I was like, I'll be glad one day when we have like a studio for this, which was the plan the first of the year, but we ran out of space in the back. We was going to have this where like when we go live, everything's already set up and ready to go every day, but we don't have enough space here yet. Romulus C gets Dan and Shay. All right, so Motorhead is a final call. Motorhead is a final call, and that's with JK for $32. Sealed Record Store Day, red vinyl. Susie Breedlove has the Chicago picture disc. It is sealed. Very, very cool. Susie has that for $25. This was a warm-up bin, but we have sold several things out of here. I'm only going to read them off one more time, and then we're going to go straight into new stuff. 6 crates of new. We're going to end up having probably about 4 crates of vintage and pre-owned. Laura's already got 2 up here. She'll probably bring a couple more before she leaves. And we're going to be doing lots of vintage recap and discount bins for sure. Lots of vintage and recap discount bins for sure. Thank you, Tanner. Tanner, we have power. Well, almost. I think he's got to plug it in first. All right, so Maroon 5, Best of Doobie Brothers, Perfect Circle, Ronettes, David Bowie, Nirvana. Let me actually pull them out where y'all can see them. That was the David Bowie Rock and Roll Star, Ronettes, Veronica. Perfect Circle. Sometimes if y'all can't see what I'm showing, let me know, because the monitor is sometimes to my back and I'm not even really looking at the screen. I kind of know what y'all can see. There's Jelly Roll, there's Linkin Park, there's the other Jelly Roll, there's Jason Isbell, there's Queens of the Stone Age, there's Outkast, there's the Daniel Johnston, Linda Ronstadt, the Vaughan Brothers. I feel like I've sold everybody out in Alice in Chains. We have sold almost 100 copies now of Megadeth the last 2 weeks, and I've got 5 copies left of Megadeth. Discount Vintage, of course. We did Discount Vintage last night, too. We always do Discount Vintage. Well, typically. A couple nights, sometimes we just run out of time. So that was a warm-up bin. Let's go into some new stuff. I see a big pre-order of something right here. I see 2 big pre-orders in here. Ah, yeah. A lot of people. Is this all of them? 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I bet this is all of them. Let's go ahead and get started right off the way with some new big pre-orders right here. That is Maroon 5, Songs About Jane. Songs About Jane. Price on Link. Link, where are we? We're right over here. Link. Let's see. Linkin Park is $33.99. $33.99. Yeah, if anybody wants any of those out of there, they're right here next to me. Maroon 5, so that has a lot of their hits on it. All right, Motorhead then is sold to JK. JK gets that. That was the first auction I laid down, so if you're just getting on, you really hadn't missed anything. JK gets that for $32. And are we done on Chicago? Donna bid $27. Susie, just so you know, you got outbid. Donna did bid $27 on that. Rydell Martin, he's Retro Class Entertainment over on YouTube. Thank you, Rydell. Lincoln Park is sold to you. All right, a lot of people's been asking for this. Great way to start the show. It's this right here, Sleep Token. Take Me Back to Eden, a new release. Let me go ahead and pull this up right now. This is Sleep Token, $44.99, and what a great way to start the show with a big new pre-order. So this comes out Friday, and let's look this up, Sleep Token, and we have, I think I'm going to have about 6 extra copies. Let me get that pulled up. Let me get a new auction going. We have Susie at 28 on Chicago. So, Donna, you've been outbid. Our next auction is a sealed copy of Tom Petty, Wildflowers, and all the rest. A sealed copy, just a $25 start. Tom Petty, it is sealed, the 3LP, which, of course, originals of this are hundreds of dollars. They're very scarce. They're hard to come by, and a lot of them are bootlegs, so be careful when you're buying them. This is a $25 start. It is sealed, and I think the MSRP on this is close to $40, $45, maybe $50. That is a sealed copy, $25 start. They're still bidding on Chicago. Sleep Token. First person was Kyle Gregory. This was posted 6 weeks ago. That is sold to Kyle Gregory. Rick Peabody already said yes, and that's because he was waiting for this to come in. He was number 2 on the pre-order. And then Jay Condi, then Eli Tomlinson. And if you ever get a like comment, if you ever see where I'm liking your comment randomly, that means that we are calling your name out for a pre-order. I'm clicking your name. I've got it posted right here next to me. Tony Barrera and Jeremy Todd. So there's one for Tony Barrera. There's one for Jeremy Todd. We have one for Mark Olson. We have one for Preston Rogers. There's 2 more sold. And then we have one for Jeff Whitney. We have one for Ron Stoltz. Jeff Whitney and Ron Stoltz. Also Rachel Crosta and Cassie Garcia, which is definitely a first-time buyer. So those are sold. And then there's Scott Vanek. And let me read the official, he was the last person. Let me read the official pre-order information on this. This is Sleep Token, Take Me Back to Eden, gold with black splatter, $44.99. And here's what the vinyl will look like. That's what the vinyl will look like. And this is Sleep Token, Take Me Back to Eden, $44.99. So if anybody else wants one, that's what we have right there. Chicago 28, Chicago 30, Chicago 35, Tom Petty 25, 26, 30, 32, 35, and Donna's out on Chicago. So the Chicago picture disc is a final call to Susie for $35. If anybody else wants a Sleep Token, $44.99. We have AFI. This is a 25th anniversary, Black Sails in the Sunset, $33.99. That's a new release for Friday. I've got a lot of new stuff for Friday out today, right now, for pre-orders that have arrived. There's AFI, $33.99, 25th anniversary, orange vinyl, Black Sails in the Sunset. And I saw all these come in, and I didn't even remember posting a pre-order. But this is a new repressing of Silverchair Frog Stomp, and this has been out of stock for quite some time in all formats. This is a new repressing of Frog Stomp, and this is, let me see if I can find it. Give me 1 second. I think it was due out, let's see here. Maybe I didn't post a pre-order for this one. Maybe I just had them back ordered. Let's see here. I posted back on May 6th. I wonder if this is the same one. Justin Roberts and Cassie Center, because I never did like their comments. I bet this is it and it was delayed or something. And of course, I've posted this probably a couple different times. But yeah, that's the only one I see. So this is $46.99, Frog Stomp. I'm going to go ahead and see here. But yeah, there's one for Justin Roberts and Cassie Center. And I wonder if they're watching. Cassie or Justin, if you're watching, because I never did like your comment. And I think this was just really pushed back, and they're just now in. So there's one for Jason Kenton. There's one for Scott Smith. I definitely got extras, so if anybody wants one, let me know. Josh Tanner wants one. I definitely have extras because there's only 2 pre-orders, and I bet those were extras I ordered. But yeah, that hadn't been in print in some time. Israel Sun. Tomorrow, of course. Tomorrow Shade. Suicidal Dream. There's one for Daniel Booziden. And I may go ahead and give Justin and Cassie one. I don't think they're watching right now, and then we'll figure it out later. We'll take it off if they already had one. So the Chicago picture disc is sold to Susie for $35. Scott won a sleep token. Okay, never mind. ST, silver chair. I messed up on that one, so let's put one of those back. Let's put one of those back for Scott Smith. He doesn't need a silver chair. I'm going to replace that with a sleep token. Okay, and now the high bid on Tom Petty is Wildflowers and all the rest. Jeff McIntosh has it for $35. And I had one of those open the other night. It's a beautiful package. And of course, it's amazing music. $35 is the high bid with Jeff, and that's a final call. All right, our next auction is going to be Autograph. This is an OG, Loud and Clear by Autograph, 1987. Extremely nice. It has the original under sleeve, and we're going to put this up for a $15 start. Autograph, Loud and Clear. Extremely nice vinyl, EX Plus, and original under sleeve. That's now up for bid. So let's go ahead and give one to Justin Roberts and Cassie Center. And like I said, if they don't need one, that's okay. And I'm going to go ahead and let me go ahead and actually reply to him right now. These are in, unless already got one. All right, and then Melanie or Tanner, when y'all watch this sale, set Cassie Centers and Justin Roberts. That's been so long ago, but I think these were pushed back like by months, and they've just been pushed back. Okay, so Autograph has a bid for $15, and we have Tom Petty at $38. Tom Petty at $38. So that's where we're at. Okay, and here's what's left. This is the first bit of new vinyl. Sleep Token, Take Me Back to Eden, $44.99. Gold with black splatter, those are in. That's what I have left. AFI, Black Sails in the Sunset, orange vinyl, new release for Friday, new anniversary, and then Silverchair Frog Stomp. After I pulled their 2 pre-orders and the 2 we sold, 4 extra copies left of Frog Stomp. So if anybody else wants one, let me know. Jeff is back in on Tom Petty at 40, 1 bid on Autograph. We're going to keep 2 or 3 auctions going all night long, just like Lionel Richie, all night long. Let's go ahead. Probably to keep New Balance and vintage vinyl balance, I'm going to go ahead and do another crate of new vinyl, and then we're going to go into some of the first vintage stuff that Laura has ready. But first, Haley Credur wants a sleep token. So now we're down to 2, 4, 5 copies, I think. So there's one for Haley. Thank you, Haley. Autograph and Tom Petty still getting new bids. All right, the first thing in here is Apocalyptic, which came out maybe about a month ago. But then Brian, who works here, told me, he said, you know, actually James Hetfield sings on one of these songs. And of course, this is Apocalyptic. They play cellos. This is Metallica, Volume 2 on blue vinyl, but I think James Hetfield actually sings on one of these tracks, or maybe a couple of them. $44.99, blue vinyl. So I never did restock that. There it is, especially for you Metallica fans. And I listened to it. Really, really cool stuff. Apocalypta. It's cello music to Metallica, $44.99. And then somebody asked about this the other night. I ordered one, and I figured on stuff like this, we'll take waiting lists. So I don't want to over-order it. So there's one. If anybody else wants one, let me know. Here's Exodus. Same thing. I've got one. And then if anybody else wants one, let me know. Tempo of the Damned. Natural of yellow and red splatter. That is $34.99. Limited edition. Exodus. Tempo of the Damned. I've only got one. JK wants an Apocalypta. If anybody else wants one, let me know. Autographs at $21. Jeff McIntosh has Tom Petty for $45. He speaks the words to one. Okay. That's what he's doing then. He's narrating the words to one. So it is mostly instrumentals then. Exodus is $34.99, and we have Ace Frehley 10,000 volts. That is the indie exclusive color splatter. As y'all know, we sold dozens and dozens of these, and I didn't realize I hadn't restocked it. So there's one extra copy, $33.99. Crater, Haley Crater, thank you. As you've probably picked up already, I'm really good at butchering names, so thank you for clarifying that. Crater. Now, I'll probably screw it up again later. Autograph is at 21 with Tim Zarnota. This is OG Autograph, loud and clear. Very nice copy. Does have a notch down here at the bottom. Original under sleeve, $21. We have Mike LeBeatty on Ace Frehley. So that's sold, and there's one Exodus. We have, okay, there's a bunch of these coming out this week before I show it, before I show this. There's a lot of these that I didn't post pre-orders of because there were so many coming out Friday. I didn't even post them all. We have most of them in stock. Here's the first one. Rod Stewart, Footloose and Fancy Free. This is on the sea blue vinyl. This is part of that Rhino Sounds of Summer. $33.99. His 1977 triple platinum album with Hot Legs. I was only joking, and it has the booklet. So I've got 2 of those. That's the new colored vinyl Sounds of Summer for Rod Stewart, Footloose and Fancy Free. $33.99. I've only got 2 of those. Another one, Al Stewart, Now Playing. I'm almost positive I didn't get around to posting this one either. Another colored vinyl. Another Rhino Sounds of the Summer. All these new releases they're doing on colored vinyl. Here is another one. Al Stewart. Yeah, I didn't post a pre-order for this either. $28.99. $28.99 for Al Stewart. And that's a Now Playing, part of the Now Playing. I know most people's trying to collect and buy all those. Al Stewart, $28.99. All right, are we done on Tom Petty? Jeff is out. Christopher Moore, sealed Tom Petty. Wildflowers and all the rest. 3 LP reissue, sealed, $48. Jeff's out, final call. Autographs at $23. Jerry Stone wants a Rod Stewart. Autograph at $25. So there's Rod Stewart. There's the Al Stewart. Rod Stewart, Al Stewart. Here's a restock of Judas Priest, Point of Entry, which it's been a while since I've seen an OG of that. New and sealed, $29.99 on Judas Priest. And we have Soundgarden, Bad Motorfinger, Chris Cornell and Soundgarden, $34.99. All right, we have a lot of auctions to get to tonight. Let's go ahead. Lots of metal tonight. Lots of Tom Petty's, lots of Journeys and Dolly Partons and Led Zeppelins and Alice Coopers. So we got a wide variety of both metal, classic rock, and we're going to go ahead and do an Iron Maiden, and I've got another Tom Petty to put up. And we're going to go ahead and sell this Tom Petty unless there's a new bid. And we have $34.99. Troy, I have ordered your Now Playings. They're either going to be in by Friday or they'll be here tomorrow if they were in stock. Richard Bradshaw gets a Judas Priest. That is sold. Christopher Morris gets Tom Petty for $48. That is sold. And Autograph is at $25 of Tim Zarnota. Alan Salden's out. Next is Iron Maiden. And this is a 1980 French 12-inch single, 45 RPM. Of course, most of these 12-inch singles like this were not released in the United States. It is in absolute fantastic condition. If Seth says near mint minus, then it's a really nice record because he is super picky. If something has like a hairline, he usually says VG plus, which is a good way to do it. You know, be conservative on grading so nobody's surprised. But this is a very nice copy, and that is Iron Maiden. And this is Women in Uniform, Phantom of the Opera, $35 start. That's now up for bid. Okay, there's Soundgarden. We have the single soundtrack, 25th anniversary, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains. Speaking of Soundgarden, $39.99. That's a 2 LP single soundtrack. And Nickelback, Silver Side Up. Nickelback is $29.99, a restock of that. And I've got 3 copies. Another very popular restock. Songs from the Big Chair, Tears for Fears, $36.99. Autograph is sold to Tim Zarnota for $25. Thank you, Tim. And everybody else that bid on that, it's gone. And we've got Tom Petty Mojo. And this is the new red vinyl reissue, limited edition red vinyl. It is sealed, and it's going up for a $25 start. Mojo, red vinyl, sealed, $25 start. Next, now last night, let me set this to the side because I haven't got the waiting list. We sold out of that, but I don't know if there's a waiting list. That was a random restock. Okay, we have Dio, Holy Diver, a 2 LP remaster of that, remix, Joe Barassi, with a bonus track that's not on the original release. That's Holy Diver, $39.99 for Dio. I'm going to mute my mic for 1 second and knock out the rest of this V8 energy. Big agenda tonight. We have... after this, 4 more crates of new vinyl. We're going to have about 3 or 4 crates of vintage. We haven't even done our first vintage bin yet. And, of course, later tonight, we'll be doing more amazing posters and information. Memorabilia, posters and information. Posters and memorabilia. Forrest Gump is $44.99 soundtrack. And then here's a new release. If you are buying this series, here's a great installment. The Cars Candy O, the Rhino Hi-Fi series, all analog of the Cars Candy O. And this is $39.99. And we have 6 comments on the pre-order. We have one for Scott Beebe, Douglas Sirocco, and then Paul Brothers and Peter Mazzolino. And the next 2 wasn't a comment. It was just a question. So those are the 4 that sold. There's the cars. That is $39.99. Candy O, cut from the original Analog, Kevin Gray, pressed at Optimal, Gatefold, limited edition, Rhino. And that is so good, and I hope that I'll have an extra copy left over to listen to. That is fantastic. Tip-on, kind of Stoughton top, Gatefold jacket. You got to have that. I know I have that in like 4 different versions, whether it's colored vinyl, black vinyl, picture disc, whatever version I may be saying, but that's a good one. I've got 3 extra copies in stock. Tom Petty has 1 bid for $25 with Bubba. Iron Maiden's at $40 and Iron Maiden's at $40. Alonzo bid first. Steve Ritchie, you're out. This is a 1980 original, and it's a top copy. It's extremely nice. Vinyl and cover. Women in uniform. We started it at $35. Alonzo has it for $40. Steve Ritchie, you tied him, so you're out. And then the last 3 cars are sold to Romulo, Rick Peabody, and Renee Mendoza. Those are all gone. I don't think I have room for them in this bin either. I think I can fit. I'll put the last 3 in there. All right, that crate is full. Let's get another crate filled up. That one filled up fast with all the Sleep tokens, the cars, the Beyonce box set, and already several of the auctions. We still got Silverchair and Sleep Token in stock if you missed those. I may condense those with this bin. Just FYI. And what's the last 2 in here? Another Sounds of Summer, which I didn't post. Linda Ronstadt, blue vinyl. So there's like 5 other new colored vinyl Sounds of Summer series tonight that I didn't even post. And there's like 10 of them that are coming out Friday. So they dropped a lot for 1 week, like 15 titles. There's a bunch. And let's recap that bin one more time. So there's some restocks in here, and there's some new releases. Somebody asked earlier, what was the Exodus? Tempo of the Damned. Limited edition gatefold, 2 LP splatter vinyl, $34.99. Tom Petty, really just going to sell for $25? That's okay with me. Final call to Bubba. Red vinyl, limited edition. If nobody else bids, Bubba has it for $25. He probably wishes I would end it. Next is Dustin Riviera on Exodus. If anybody else wants a copy, let me know. That was one of those records I was going to do a waiting list on because I know I can get them, and they should be back here by Friday. So there's one for Dustin. Edwin Riviera, I'm going to put you on a waiting list unless you say otherwise. So here's one of those new Sounds of Summer. Rod Stewart, Footloose and Fancy Free. His 77 album, blue vinyl, $33.99. Al Stewart, blue vinyl, that's now playing, $28.99. On the Border, Year of the Cat, Time Passages, Song on the Radio. He's got some great albums. He's got some great songs. Al Stewart, $28.99. Judas Priest, last copy of Point of Entry, $29.99. Stacey Brown wants Rod Stewart. If you see me sell out of something, just let me know. There's a new bid on Iron Maiden. We got 3 new bids, 45, 45, and 50. Steve Ritchie has it for 50 over on YouTube. Soundgarden, Bad Motorfinger. Outshined is on here. Rusty Cage. Slaves and Bulldozers is a great song. Jesus Christ Pose, $34.99. Singles, the soundtrack, 2 LP, $39.99 with the bonus CD with 18 additional tracks. Nickelback, Silver Side Up, $29.99. This has the hit song How You Remind Me. Nickelback is $29.99. Tears for Fears, Songs from the Big Chair, an epic album from beginning to end. You can put it right there. Thank you. $36.99 on Tears for Fears. We have Jamie McCord on Nickelback, and Robert Philippi also wants on the Exodus waiting list. If anybody else does, let me know. Robert Philippi also on that one. Mike LeBeatty gets the Judas Priest. That's so to Mike LeBeatty. Or Mike, did I already sell you one earlier? No, you bought an Ace Frehley earlier. Yeah, okay. Dio, somebody asked how much. I think Bob Reiger has dibs on this. Bob, this is a 2 LP, new and sealed, $39.99, which is a little bit cheaper than they normally are. They're usually $44, $46. They're kind of slightly discounted right now. Forrest Gump is $44.99. Don't make me read the track listing. Oh my gosh, surely everybody knows the amazing music that's on that album and on that movie. But when everybody hears it, read in order, it's always an instant seller. Forrest Gump's $44.99. And then here's another one of the Sounds of Summers, Linda Ronstadt, $33.99. Linda Ronstadt. Okay, Iron Maiden is at $45 still. No, it's still at $50 with Steve Ritchie. I've got to sell it really quick unless somebody else bids. Steve Ritchie has it, final call. And then Tom Petty's at $31 with Bubba. I'm going to go ahead and condense the other stuff from the last bin because I see there's about 30 more new people watching. GenCast wants the single soundtrack. That's so to GenCast. And of course, we got a restock. I think it's technically a new repressing of Frog Stomp from Music on Vinyl, Silverchair. That's $46.99 tomorrow. And we have Sleep Token is in. Take Me Back to Eden, $44.99. And then AFI, the 25th anniversary. That's a new reissue for Friday, $33.99. Yeah, this is the Joe Barassi remix with a bonus track. That is correct. That is correct. Iron Maiden has a new bid for $55. Carol's out on Tom Petty. Bubba's about to get it for $31. Steve Ritchie, you're out on the Iron Maiden. I had a feeling there's like 4 other people that were bidding that hadn't set out yet. So I was like, that's not done. It's too nice of a copy. So if anybody else wants in, let me know. Let's go through a vintage bin. Laura just brought up a check condition bin. Fantastic. Let's go through it. Check condition records. We've got 3 crates of vintage up here, plus all the other new stuff. Let's get it rolling. Bob Riger says he'll take Holy Diver. Let's sell it to Bob Riger. All right, I'm already out of breath. This is exhausting work, folks. Don't let everybody tell you selling vinyls. Boy, we got a lot of red crates on here. Look at all the red. Red and green. What is this, Christmas? I just noticed that. Okay, so Iron Maiden's at 60. Shane Devers, you're out. And let's go ahead and sell the Tom Petty to Bubba for $31. We got plenty of stuff to auction. There's actually 3 full crates up here. It's kind of like Monday night. It's kind of like Monday night when I had just so much up here to pick from, but none of it was really prepared. I'm just pulling stuff at random. Like Exciter. Exciter is a 1985 USOG. Fantastic condition. It is an EX Plus condition, and it is a $55 start. This is Exciter, Long Live the Loud, Green Combat, and it's in nice condition. Exciter is a $55 start. We got a lot of Maiden stuff to sell tonight. There's Exciter. Excuse the subtle nudity there. That is a $55 start. All right, new vintage stuff, check condition. The condition I say is the condition it's in. Shane's out on Iron Maiden. We're about to sell it for $60. Marion Faithful, Faithless, in shrink, vinyls and VG condition, $9.99. Also, we have the man, the music, the legend, Merle Haggard, 22 country hits, VG condition, $9.99. I don't recall seeing that one. James Gang, Bang. James Gang's in VG condition, $9.99. And Tone Loc, wow, VG condition. And OG with shrink wrap and hop sticker, $14.99. That's a full album, too. Marshall Bassett on Hag. Oh, that's James Gang. Marshall Bassett on Hag. Haggard is sold. Tim Turner second. Exciter, final call to get a bid in for $55. And we have Steve Ritchie on Iron Maiden for $60. And Steve, you're local, right? I know you're relatively new watching, but I think you're a long-time local. So thank you, welcome. And of course, anybody local that buys, just make sure you contact us unless you want it shipped. Otherwise, you need to let Ed and or Doug know that you're coming to pick up, and then you can come pick up on Wednesdays when we reopen. So anything bought this week, you can come pick up as early as Wednesday next week, okay? So just make sure, though, if you do want to come pick up, otherwise we'll have it in the back and it'll be prepared and shipped to you. So make sure you send us some sort of information and we get that translated to Doug and he confirms it. Or Ed and Doug. Okay, and then we have Merle Haggard. Tim Turner, you were second. Travis Wade on TL. Travis early on the Tone Loc. Donna gets James Gang. And then a lot of people next on Tone Loc. Michael Ruttman, Shakedown, Dennis Daly, Tim Zarnota, Alan Salden, and nobody bid on Exciter. This is a $55 buy now. Be a great pickup for this OG Exciter album. Green Combat, nice EX Plus, $55 buy now on that. Next LP is the Yardbirds. This is VG $17.99. It does have some writing on the cover. But that's the Yardbirds VG $17.99. I said EX because I was saying Exciter. Jason Jones gets that for a $55 buy now. Jerry Stone wants the Linda Ronstadt. There's now 1 copy left. That's part of that new Rhino Sounds of Summer, $33.99. Donna wants the Yardbirds. Nobody on poor Marion Faithful. She's the only thing left in there so far. I'm going to go ahead and show this because I'm surprised we didn't do a waiting list on it. So I'm going to show it one more time. We did sell out of the Cars Candy O, the Rhino AAA cut. Beautiful. And if anybody wants on a waiting list, I'm definitely going to try to get more. Just let me know. But that's the new, it's $39.99. We sold out on the number. We sold the pre-orders, and then we sold 3 extras. Just left FYI. All right. We have The Supremes, the Go-Go. VG Condition, $9.99. That's an original Supremes album. And Honky Chateau, VG, $14.99. I'm a Rocket Man. Wow, Elton John. All right, let's get another. So far tonight, the theme has been Iron Maiden and Tom Petty. You know what? Let's keep it going. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Let's do another Iron Maiden. Let's do another Tom Petty. This Iron Maiden is a 1985 U.S. club. It is a U.S. club. It's an RCA music club. It has the original inner sleeves, and this is Live After Death. And the vinyl is extremely nice. Near mint minus, and I will stand by that. A very, very nice LP. It has both original inner sleeves. I'll go ahead and say EX Plus. EX Plus near mint minus, but y'all get what I'm saying. If I say super nice, I mean it. That is an RCA 1985 club, $55 start. $55 start for Iron Maiden. And then here is Tom Petty. This is the last DJ. It is sealed. It is the 2016 Tom Petty last DJ, $25 start. So $55 on Iron Maiden, $25 on Tom Petty, and that is now up for bid. All right, first thing we have here is Yardbirds. Robert Warner wants the Supremes. And this is a great Elton John. Is it on Uni? Let me see if it's on Uni or RCA. It's on the original label, too. Mona Lisa and Mad Hatters. That's a great song. Honky Cat's on here. Mellow. Of course, Rocket Man. That's VG Condition, $14.99. Jared, the Marion Faithful. Surely I can talk somebody into buying that. Marion Faithful's in VG Condition, $9.99. Faithless. Ooh, Classic Yes. It's Yes. The name of the album is called Classic Yes. VG Plus, $19.99. And it has the shrink wrap and hop sticker. It's supposed to come with a bonus 45. I unfortunately don't see that. That's got great tracks on it. We have Kevin Lentz on Elton. That's sold to Kevin Lentz. Maiden, no book. I'm assuming it came with one. Of course, this is a club copy. Sometimes those club copies didn't come with the same stuff the OGs did. It doesn't have a book. I'm not saying it didn't come with one, but sometimes those clubs don't have what the OGs didn't. So that is no book, but it has the original inner sleeves. Jared McLaughlin on Marion Faithful. Now the only thing left is Yes. I've seen All Good People, Roundabout. Boy, this one looks weird. VG Condition, $21.99. Jimi Hendrix. I must be a two-tone label. It is. Sometimes I've seen enough of these. The two-tone labels, the colors are darker, even though the original's a tricolor. This jacket here is very bold with the colors. It's in VG. That's a two-tone, so it's not a first press, but that is definitely a vintage copy. $21.99. And the Buddy Holly Story in mono, VG Condition on Coral Records, the first. That's the label you'd want on this album. $19.99. It's in VG Condition. Okay, so we have Tom Petty. One bid with Charlie DeFrank for $25. It's a sealed copy of DJ 2016. Nobody has been on Iron Maiden. It's a 1985 club. Very nice copy. Original inner sleeves. No bids. $55 start. Marshall Bassett wants Buddy Holly. We still got Jimi Hendrix. And we still got Yes. CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Willie and the Poor Boys, also a VG copy. Blue OG label with gold text, $24.99. CCR, Earth, Wind, and Fire. That is in VG Plus condition, $19.99. All in All is what that one's called, Earth, Wind, and Fire. And Court and Spark, Joni Mitchell, VG Plus, $11.99 with Help Me. That is VG Plus, $11.99. Court and Spark and Bob Seger, Night Moves. Working on those night moves. VG Plus, $27.99. All right, Tom Petty just one bid. That's sold to Charlie DeFrank. If anybody wants Iron Maiden, it's a $55 buy now. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Brian. They're heading out. Appreciate it. See y'all next time. All right, that's sold. Only one bid. I think that's a great deal on that, $25. And Iron Maiden can be picked up for $55. Everybody's being really quiet right now. It's making me nervous. I'm like, oh no, where is everybody? Everybody's being extremely quiet. This is a $55 buy now. That'd be a great pickup if you don't have that already. Just FYI, I'm putting it right over here to the side. I don't think I've recalled too many Iron Maiden records not getting bids. Jeff McIntosh wants Joni Mitchell, Court and Spark. That is sold to Jeff McIntosh. Save me. This is D Shot. I'll Be Your Huckleberry Booty Call soundtrack. VG Plus, $9.99. That is a 12-inch single. And Donna Summer, Bad Girls, VG Plus, $11.99. So we have an OG maiden wreck over here. Beautiful condition for a $55 buy now. Just FYI. Let's go ahead. Late last night, somebody was trying to see if I had a copy of Journey Frontiers, or I think it was Frontiers. I can't remember. Either way, here is one right now. This is an 83 Japanese pressing of Frontiers. No obi, obviously. You can't see one. There is not one, unless it's an invisible obi. The vinyl is near mint minus and pristine. It has 2 inserts with it. It's a $25 start. Separate Ways is on here. That's all you need to know. But also, Send Her My Love and Faithfully. Japanese press, $25 start. This is red vinyl Metallica, Record Store Day. The I forgot exactly what year. The Record Store Day edition. I think the year it came out. Red vinyl, sealed Metallica, $25 start. Both auctions are $25 starts. We have Paula on Earth, Wind, and Fire. That is sold to Paula. We're going through a crate of new check condition stuff, never shown before. This is Tarantula. VG Plus, $9.99. Let me check his name out here. Mystical. I knew it was something that I was making it more difficult than I was supposed to. Mystical is VG Plus, $9.99. Also, we have Iron Butterfly Ball. That's in VG Plus condition, $14.99. And the Melodic Stan Getz, VG Plus, $9.99. What was the price on Seeger? Night Moves was VG Plus, $27.99. VG Plus, and that is the OG label for that album. We have Andrew Matthews on Mystical. That is sold to Andrew Matthews, sold, and Cool and the Gang as one. VG Plus, $9.99. So, yes, that's a good point. I'm going to show that right now. If you haven't already, make sure you do me a favor. Go over to Facebook and make sure you hit the like button on the post. Here's the live feed right here. See that like button? 107 likes. That needs to say like 207. So make sure you hit that. There's the hot picture for tonight. But Paul has been buying some incredible collections, making sure everybody has seen these posts. That's like 10,000 albums he bought today. Anthrax, there's the Scorpions collection, all those Judas Priest, Dr. John's, Clash, David Bowie's, Kiss, Black Sabbath, Rush. So he was just pulling out segments off of this guy's collection off the wall and selling them. Then he sent me this morning. Those are 13-4 elevators, all these Pink Floyd albums, all these autographs, Eric Clapton, Def Leppard, The Runaways. That was some stuff I was showing last night he had bought. And, of course, if you scroll down further, you'll see even more. All that promo stuff and sealed stuff he bought yesterday, all the metal stuff and autographs. So he's been buying some insane collections, just FYI. So if you haven't, go check that out and just be on the lookout because part of that crew is coming back tomorrow, and we're going to have some of that unloaded tomorrow, but it may not be till Monday before we start selling it. However, you never know about John. He'll probably start digging in some of that stuff tomorrow if it's here in the morning, and we might have some of it as soon as tomorrow out. All right, so back up at the top, we have Journey 25, Metallica 25, Metallica 30, Metallica 25, Metallica 31 with Sold Mystical, Metallica 35, and then we have Michael Thomas on Cool in the Game, Ricky Owen was second, Josie Sinkbell third, and we have what's the Jimi Hendrix? The Jimi Hendrix is VG condition, $21.99. Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced? Also, REO Speedwagon, A Decade of Rock and Roll. That's a 2LP, VG Plus, $19.99. And the Rolling Stones, Goat Head Soup, VG Plus, $24.99. The Rolling Stones, Goat Head Soup. So let me clarify on these auctions because I kind of got distracted there. Metallica is on red vinyl. Metallica's on red vinyl, and that's the Record Store Day. Michael Peevler is at $35 on that. Michael Peevler is at $35 on that. Sealed Record Store Day. And then Journey. Journey is at 25, just one bid with Edwin Riviera. That is a Japanese press, and we are about to sell it. Those collections were purchased in Kentucky, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and I think they're in New Jersey loading up another one right now that he hadn't sent me pictures from. So those are 5 different purchases, and he has 5 other stops to make, I think. So he's bought half of what he was going to. Earth, Wind, and Fire, another one. This is called I Am. Earth, Wind, and Fire is VG Plus, $19.99. Bad Mother Goose, Brothers Grimm, EX condition, $9.99. And Many Clouds of Smoke, Total Devastation. Many Clouds of Smoke EX Edition, $9.99. Rod Stewart Gasoline Alley is EX Edition, $11.99. And Magic Cat Only Make Believe, Magic Cat EX Edition, $29.99. No Mondo stuff. All right. No Mondo stuff yet. They hadn't shipped it. It's all been paid and confirmed, but they hadn't shipped it to me yet. Edwin Riviera, you're the lone bidder on Journey. That Japanese press for $25, that is sold to you. But yeah, lots of incredible autographs. I mean, he sent me those pictures. Some of them I hadn't posted all of it. I'm saving some of it. You know, he sent me a lot more pictures than what I posted, but some of this I'm like, I don't know if I want to leak some of this yet because it's I don't want to overwhelm everybody. Plus, I've been posting so much, it's starting to run together. Kevin Lynch gets Gasoline Alley. Jim Hines, you're second. And the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, Partners, Brothers, and Friends, EX $11.99. So there's a new bid on Metallica for $36. That means Michael Peevler, you're out. He bid $36 over on YouTube. Let me know if you want back in. I got sealed Judas Priest. This is a 1984 U.S. press, sealed. 84 U.S. press, sealed Judas Priest Rockarola. That is a sealed copy, $30 start. That's technically a reissue with this cover. 1984, $30 start on that. Michelle Miller wants the Mother Goose, which was Bad Mother Goose, this right here. That's sold to Michelle Miller. Donna wants the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. And we have Michael Peevler out of Metallica. Moog, Claude Dingjane, and the Moog synthesizer. That's EX condition, $9.99. And the Babies is EX edition, $14.99. It's an unofficial, as in the band The Babies. This is a live radio broadcast from 1977. Wow, a vintage bootleg, only $14.99. I usually always auction all of those. Metallica is sold then to Gabriel Chavez for $36. Judas Priest is at $35 with Sam Squatch. We have Earth, Wind, and Fire sold to Paula. Paula, that's sold to you. Whoop, this one flew out of my hand. Bootleg. What is this? EX edition, $21.99. I'm not for sure. It just says bootleg. EX edition, $21.99. And Bob Welch, French Kiss, EX, $17.99. All right, another Iron Maiden. This is a bootleg, limited edition of 400. It's in Spanish, Desde Agua, Venezuela. I'm not fluent in Spanish. I'm barely fluent in English, but I'm assuming this is live in Venezuela, 1992. That's new and sealed. No, it's opened. It's near mint. It's open, near mint, $25 start on Iron Maiden. $25 start. All right, so Danny Clark, Hat Show print. I have not. Danny or anybody else that's interested in autographs, some autographs will be selling. Some we're going to get authenticated. That Bill Monroe can be a pricey one. We sold a Bill Monroe autographed mandolin last November, and we had to get a full letter of authenticity with it. It came from the same person, the mandolin and the photo, so we know it's authentic, but that's an expensive autograph, so we wait and get a letter with it. So that's like a couple months out from being sold, maybe 2 or 3 months. So it's going to be a while before we sell some of the high-end autographs. However, last night I probably sold about 20 autographs after we got done with records. So that's like some of the signed stuff from Fred. You just never know. But the big stuff will be promoted and advertised when we're going to sell it, like the Bill Monroe. Jim Hines got the Babies bootleg. And then Dwayne Caldwell wanted this one just called Bootleg. Is that the one you wanted, Dwayne? Bootleg? So that's sold to you. And then Chris Bryant, and then David Rabe, and then Chris Bryant, and then Iron Maiden 25, 25, 36, 40, 50. And we have first, this is Pussycat starring Kerry Nelson. And this is EX Edition $27.99. EX Edition $27.99. This is Wings Greatest Hits, EX Edition $29.99. All right, so those are confirmed. Let me do that one more time because there was a lot. The Babies bootleg went to Jim Hines, and Dwayne Collier got the one on the bottom there that just says bootleg. Everybody else was second and third. Judas Priest is a 1984 sealed copy. 1984 sealed copy, and the last bid was the first bid. Sam Squatch has it for $35. Everybody else is out. The Iron Maiden bootleg is at $50 with Shane Devers. And Michelle Miller wants to put back Mother Goose. Michelle, I bet you thought that was some kind of nursery rhyme record. I think that's some kind of hardcore punk album. Probably not something you'd play for kids. Let's go through that bin one more time and see what we have in here. Yeah, there'll be some records called like Humpty Dumpty, and it'll be like literally a death metal band. We have Classic Yes in Shrink. VG Plus, $19.99. CCR, VG copy, $24.99. Quick recap before I show new vinyl. D-Shot from the soundtrack Booty Call, I'll Be Your Huckleberry, VG Plus, $9.99. Donna Summer, Bad Girls, VG Plus, $11.99. 2LP Gatefold. Iron Butterfly Ball, an original with original on her sleeve, VG Plus, $14.99. Donna Wants Yes. Sealed Judas Priest at $30. Final Call on the Iron Maiden bootleg for $50. Daniel Bouzide second on Yes. The Melodic Stan Getz, VG Plus, $9.99. Bob Seger's OG, VG Plus, $27.99. Jimi Hendrix, RU Experience, two-tone label, so not OG, but probably an early 70s press, VG, $17.99. We have REO Speedwagon, A Decade of Rock and Roll, VG Plus, $19.99. And the Rolling Stones is VG Plus, $24.99. So Judas Priest has a new bid for $40. Josie Sinkbell wants DS. That's Donna Summer. New bid on Iron Maiden, Chris Gardner, $51. Shane Devers, You've Been Outbid. Chris Bryant wants Bob Welch, Sentimental Lady. That is sold to Chris Bryant. That is sold. Judas Priest is now at $40, and then another $40. Many Clouds of Smoke, Total Devastation, EX, $9.99. Magic Cat, Only Make Believe. I don't have a genre on that. EX, $29.99. Iron Maiden's now at $60. Chris Gardner's out. Moog, Claude Dingene in the Moog synthesizer. EX, $9.99. We have Pussycat starring Harry Nilsson. That is EX edition, $27.99. Also, Wings Greatest Hits, Paul McCartney, EX, $29.99. And this is the record Michelle. She said this sounds like the Beastie Boys, if anybody wants to take a chance on it. Bad Mother Goose, Brothers Grimm, EX condition, $9.99. And Shakedown wants the Many Clouds of Smoke. They're enjoying some nice tobacco there. They have tobacco leaves on their hat, tobacco leaves as their logo. That is sold to Shakedown. All right, Iron Maiden's at 61, and Judas Priest is at 42 with Jim Hines. That's our first crate of vintage stuff there. Grimm is sold to Shakedown. If anybody else wants anything in there, let me know. Jim Hines wants Wings. If anybody wants anything in there, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and move over to the next crate of new stuff. That was a great crate of check condition stuff. Almost everything sold. There's a couple things like REO Speedwagon and Jimi Hendrix and Bob Seger. Usually the CCR sale, those are all still available. I'm furrowing my eyebrows at those, like, what's going on with that? Everybody's been smoking some tobacco tonight. What's going on? Shane Devers says Iron Maiden at 70 and Judas Priest is at 45. All right, big new release. This got pushed back, so naturally a lot of people were waiting for it to come in. And guess what? It didn't until right now. Some of these new releases do get pushed back, which is unfortunate because people are waiting for them to come in. They're like, expect them to show up. Then they don't show up, and if they don't get to watch the sales, they message us like, hey, what happened to the Slayer? And that's what I'm about to show right now. This is a new release from Slayer, which I don't get to see too often. The Repentless Killology, live at the Forum in Inglewood, California. New release on colored vinyl. That's what it looks like. Slayer, $36.99. This is new and sealed from Nuclear Blast. And let me read off the pre-order for this. Slayer, if you know for sure you don't have one, $36.99. How many songs? Several. Let's see here. 21 songs. 21 songs. $36.99. The first one here goes to Aaron Civic, Slayer, and let's see here. We got one for Joshua Cross and one for Sean Druin. So that's sold to Joshua Cross, Sean Druin. A pushback tells me that they probably sold more pre-orders than they anticipated, so they had to press more. There's one for Sean Fairweather. There's one for David Schroeder. So Sean Fairweather and David Schroeder, thank you and thank you. Next was Sean Holford and Scott Marchheim. So there's two more sold. And then we have Alex Celo. Alex Celo, let me go ahead and do those. And we have Hector Morin and Paul Richards. Hector Morin and Paul Richards. There's two more sold. And then Candace Lindberry's the last one. Candace Lindberry. I'll take one if you have any extra. That was 1 week ago. Candace, I've got you one. Or actually, I think that's Josh. Candace Josh Lindberry. I'm pretty sure that's Josh watching, but I always say Candace because that's the first name. Now, here's the extras, and it looks like probably most of them's already sold. We have one for Edwin Riviera, Dustin Riviera. Are y'all any kin? I've never really picked up on that. Dustin Riviera, Edwin Riviera, J.K. wants one, Tony Riddle, Rick Peabody, and Tom Byrne. There's 3 new Slayers left. That's colored vinyl live. The Repentless Killology live at the Forum in Inglewood, California. So those are all sold. And that crate is full. But first, let me go ahead and do a final call on Iron Maiden. Where's my comments? Right here. Shane has this for 80. Chris Gardner, let me know if you want back in. And Judas Priest, this is a sealed 84. It's a sealed copy. I like this cover better than the original cover, the one with the bottle cap. Rockarola, that's a cool cover. Jason Widener, $45. It's sealed, 84 press. Final call before I put up some new stuff. Slayer, 3 extra copies. And this is another new release, part of that Rhino Sounds of Summer. And this is War Greatest Hits. And that is on blue vinyl, such as Low Rider and Why Can't We Be Friends. And this is War's Greatest Hits. Where did I search that at? Right here, I think. War Greatest Hits. This is on a blue, sea blue colored vinyl, $29.99. Jim Hines wants a Slayer, and I think I'm going to make that the last record in this bin because now it's really full. And let me start filling up a new crate. Thanks everybody who's tuning in tonight. We are live. This is Wednesday night. Tomorrow will be always big, Thursday nights. And then we'll be live again on Friday and then on Saturday. And there's a lot of great stuff on the way. From that, Jim Hines got a Slayer, Susie Breedlove. Let me read off the pre-order first. Hold on a second. The pre-order on this, make sure we have extras, is Jerry Stone, Richard Yeager, Troy Robinson, Paul Brothers, Scott Beebe, Debbie Blair, and Leslie Silverly. Yeah, I don't have any extras. I think some people commented later on that than anticipated. So Jerry Stone, Richard Yeager, Troy Robinson, Paul Brothers, Scott Beebe, Debbie Blair, and Leslie Silverly. And that is 2, 4, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, Jim Hines and Susie Breedlove will have to be a waiting list if that's okay with y'all. If not, just let me know. And then we have Iron Maiden is officially sold to Shane Devers for $80. And before I show the next LP, let me go ahead and sell Judas Priest to Jason Widener for $45. Next LPs. I have OG Testament. I've got some great unadvertised metal tonight. And let's jump back over to the Tom Petty. We've had 2 of these in the last couple nights, 2 different versions. Here is a third different version, and that's because this came from Brandon Sanders' collection, and he was a Tom Petty collector, so if there was a different version to be had, he probably had it. This is the Angel Dream soundtrack. This is sealed, and this is on the blue vinyl. We had the out-of-print original version, the out-of-print original reissue version. We had the black vinyl. This is the sealed Record Store Day blue vinyl. $25 start on Tom Petty. And then Testament, the Legacy. Testament is a 1987 U.S. original, an Allied press. It does have the original on her sleeve. It's about a VG, maybe VG Plus copy. It is going to be just a $25 start. VG Plus copy. There's the original on her sleeve. There's the cover. $25 starts on both of those. So Susie Breedlove and Jim Hines on the War waiting list. And we have next is the Black Crowes Before the Frost. Now, Tony, a couple times you have said nothing fancy. I'm not for sure what that means. The Black Crowes was a waiting list. The Black Crowes Before the Frost. The Black Crowes Before the Frost. And let me do that right now. Let me pull up my official waiting list on this. Black Crowes Before the Frost. And I know there's 1, maybe 2, but those 2 auctions are $25 starts. And hopefully there's some bids on Testament, because if they don't get a bid for a $25 and it becomes a $25 buy now, I'll have to call the police for robbery. We have Black Crowes. Bill Samus is on a waiting list. $28.99. It's a gatefold, new and sealed. That is $28.99. If anybody else wants a copy, I have 2 extras. Patrick Lear wants a Black Crowes. I have 1 extra Black Crowes. Final call to get bids in on Tom Petty and Testament. Those are $25 starts. Is Deep Purple on the way? Not yet. Deep Purple has not shipped yet. 2 people on that, and there's 2 Slayers left. The Repentless Killology, new release for Friday, colored vinyl, and the Black Crowes, 1 copy of that left, Before the Frost, $28.99. All right, that one's done. Let's go ahead and see what else I have over here. We have 2 more full crates of new vinyl to go through. Let's go ahead and knock out another vintage bin. Another vintage bin. Nothing fancy. It's a Skinnerd album. I'm just not for sure if he's seen a picture of one somewhere or what's going on, because I don't think I have one advertised anywhere. And if I do, I didn't mean to, because I don't know where it's at. Let's go ahead and go through this next crate of vintage stuff and see what's in here. Let's try and be discreet. Oh, well, I don't know where you've seen that, though. I don't think I have one tonight. I don't think I posted a picture of one anywhere. I don't have one around me. unless you're just like trying to request one. If so, I don't have one for sale. Testaments at 40. All right, Tom Petty, Angel Dream is a sealed record store day, blue vinyl. $25 start, $25 start. So one Black Crowes left from the previous bin and the two Slayers. This is new, vintage and pre-owned, priced as marked, new arrival. So if you're watching for the first time or you're relatively new, this is all stuff that's never been put out before. While I'm explaining this, I'm going to go get a bottle of water. So it's essentially when you tune in every night, if you can tune in for 30 minutes or an hour, or if you can watch for all 6 hours, that's great. That's really great. This is like a record store, like you walked in and they just put out their newest stuff that they priced, except you get to watch it live from the comfort of your house. And we do it every night, and we put out hundreds of records every night. So this is like brand new stuff. No one's ever picked through them. No one's ever shopped them. They've straight from a collection out to the bins. Let me mute my mic for 1 second. I bet Tony McDaniel saw a picture of a Leonard Skinner record in a post today. If you saw something that was pictured from a collection purchase, those are in New Jersey, right? They're probably somewhere in New Jersey. They're probably 12 hours away from here. They're not even close to anywhere near the store, just FYI. So if you saw something on a Facebook post, they are they're not here right now, unfortunately. They're on their way though. So give me 1 second. I'm going to try to find our next stuff right here. Give me 1 second. And then I'm about to go back into turbo mode. We love turbo mode. Okay. Testaments at $42, Tom Petty's at $30. So Jason Jones has the Testament at $42, Tom Petty's at $30. New vintage and pre-owned. We have, I don't know, Steam Hammer Reflection. Steam Hammer is $19.99. That's an Karma reissue. I think that's a group from the late 60s. $19.99. Steam Hammer. We have Creedy's. Creedy's is $9.99. Creedy's. And then Fee Waybill, Read My Lips in shrink wrap. These are no non-condition records, non-check condition records. So everything in this bin is EX Plus or better. So essentially very clean, very nice vinyl. Placebo, Sleeping with Ghost. Placebo is a 2019 European press. $29.99 for Placebo. And Dead Meadow. Dead Meadow, $29.99 for Dead Meadow. Dead Meadow and Cattle, C-A-T-L. Bide My Time Until I Die. That is a sealed copy, $19.99. Tommy Flowers' Fee Waybill was $14.99. No condition notes and shrink wrap. And Chick Corea, Inner Space. Chick Corea is $14.99. I hope we're done on Testament because I'm selling the Jason Jones for $42. That is sold. And then also Tom Petty is sold. And that was a high bid of $30 with Jim Hines. I hope everybody was done bidding because I'm selling it to Jim Hines for $30. That is sold to Jim Hines for $30. And let's get some new auctions going. Alrighty. Put these in new sleeves. Jim Hines, there's your Tom Petty. Chick Corea, and we have Time Out, Dave Brubeck Quartet. 180-gram reissue of that, $24.99. The Asturd Gilberto album, a 2010 European reissue, no condition notes, $29.99. All right, let me grab this Iron Maiden record, another Iron Maiden record going up, and let me pull something from this other bin. Man, I mentioned a lot of stuff the other night, or tonight already, like Alice Cooper. Let's go ahead and do this, and let's go ahead and do Iron Maiden Flight 666. We have Iron Maiden Flight 666. This is a sealed 2009 double picture disc, unopened, $35 start. Limited edition double picture disc, Brit Awards 2009, Best British Live Act, sealed, $35 start. And then this is Alice Cooper, live from the AstroTurf. The Black Keys sold last night. The Black Keys sold last night. That was advertised for last night's auction. This is a 2018 record store day. They did 3,000 total. There's 12 different colors, and this is on the orange vinyl. They did 12 different colors. This is orange vinyl. This is a $95 start. Alice Cooper, live from the AstroTurf. This one's number 271, 550 essentially. That's where we're at on that. So Moving on, we have Duff McKagan, Tenderness. Duff McKagan is sealed, $19.99. Also, The Makers, Rockstar God, a sealed copy. The Makers, or The Markers. The Makers, Rockstar God, sealed, $19.99. Dinosaur Jr., Beyond, green purple melt colored vinyl. Let's see what that looks like. It's a 15th anniversary reissue, $34.99 on Dinosaur Jr. That's pretty cool looking. Bubba 77775 wants Duff McKagan. That's sold. Iron Maiden has one bid for $35. Final call to get a bid in on Alice Cooper for a $95 start. Jim Hines has bid $100, so he's in on that. Nick, you were second on Duff McKagan. Dead Kennedys is a 2011 U.S. reissue, $29.99 for Dead Kennedys. And Pulsar, The Strands of the Future. Pulsar is a 1977 Portuguese pressing, $29.99 for Pulsar. Some interesting stuff in this bin. This is Building Nothing Out of Something, $29.99. Modest Mouse, $29.99. Iron Maiden's at $37. Now, Alice Cooper has a bid. We will make that a final call. And that's the 2018 Record Store Day. They did 12 different versions of this. This is on orange vinyl. This is at $100, and it's a final call to Jim Hines. And then we have Edwin Blom on the Pulsar. That's sold to Edwin Blom. Iron Maiden has new bids, 37 and 37. Jerry Conklin's in, and that means Michael Peveler, you're out. That's a sealed Flight 666. Levon Helm, that is a sealed copy, $19.99. Does have a hole punch right up here. Sealed copy of Levon Helm. And Placebo, Without You, I'm Nothing, a 2015 European reissue. Placebo is $34.99. Dr. Hook's Greatest Hits, a sealed original, also with a punch hole. That's $19.99. Donna wants Levon Helm. That's sold. Iron Maiden is out with Michael, but Robert's back in. And we have Bobby Womack, Home is Where the Heart Is, $14.99. Travis Wade wants Placebo. Jim Hines, you get the Alice Cooper for $100. And Dr. Hook is sold to Kyle Gregory. That's an OG sealed. Iron Maiden is still available if anybody wants it for a $55 buy now. It's an 85 club copy, and it was EX Plus. It was a very nice copy, just FYI. Moving on, I have a, what do we have over here? Kiss Alive. This is a 1976, in quotes, third press. 1976, third pressing. Booklet and inserts. Overall, about a VG Plus copy, $25 start. So this is 1976 Kiss, which is the year this came out. Technically a third pressing, VG Plus condition. There's one LP, there's the other LP, and there's the original inner sleeves, and of course the Kiss book. And that's a $25 start. Kiss Alive. Not a bad cover. Not much ring wear on that one, which that's kind of known for. Just a little bit at the top. $25 start. Iron Maiden is called Flight 666 2009. Sealed double picture disc. High bid is $40 with Michael Peveler. Jerry Conklin's out, just waiting on him. John Robb, you were second on Dr. Hook. And Bill Stewart, the Chick Corea was called Inner Space. Only $14.99. A 2LP Atlantic, no condition notes. And Kiss has an open bid of $30. That's a 1976 U.S. quote third press. Julian Lennon, Valot in shrink wrap and hop sticker, $9.99. Too Late for Goodbye's hop sticker. Also, Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream, $49.99. Not a bad copy if you don't have a new sealed one. Nice pre-owned one, $49.99. 2011, Bill Stewart says he'll take the Chick Corea. And we have Reuben and the Jets, the Mothers of Invention. This is a 1968 U.S. MGM press, gatefold, extremely nice vinyl, $49.99 for Reuben and the Jets. That is a beautiful copy. Awesome jacket, complete package there. Kiss has one bid for $30 with Michael Peveler, 1976 pressing, going once, going twice. Going once, going twice. I'm just going to read the titles left in here. If anybody wants a price, let me know. If not, I'm going to jump right over to some other new releases, by the way. Okay. And I think they're bidding on Iron Maiden. Nobody took the bite now on the other one. And when I'm about to sell Kiss. But first, let me go ahead and read these titles. If you need any information, let me know. We have Steam Hammer, which I believe is an Akarma reissue. Akarma is one of those labels like Sundays. They reissue really hard to get and rare stuff. That's a 2002. Looks like that originally came out in 1969. Then we had Creedies. We had Placebo, Sleeping with Ghost. Dead Meadow. Cattle, C-A-T-L. Fee Waybill. Dave Brubeck, classic jazz album, 180 gram reissue. Stirred Gilberto. The Makers, Rockstar God. Dinosaur Jr. still available. Dead Kennedy still available. Modest Mouse still available. Bobby Womack, Julian Lennon, the Smashing Pumpkins, and Ruben and the Jets. And those are all very clean or sealed LPs, and they're all pre-owned. Kiss is a third press, 1976 third press. I will show the labels up close. Third press. Let's take a look at those. Lots of variants of this. That's what this one is. And it is 76. It's, quote, a third press. Third press on that. All right, and now we have new bids for 35, and we have Iron Maiden at 65. Kiss got a new bid from Ricky and then Tony Wade. The Dead Kennedys is a fresh fruit for rotten vegetables, and that's a 2011. 2011. It feels like it has a poster with it. A lot of these come with posters, yeah. The new one we have in stock comes with a poster as well. All right, I'm going to grab some new stuff. These will be right here behind me, so you can claim those anytime you want them. Rami Lou says DB. DB was Dave Brubeck. Dave Brubeck was $24.99. $24.99 on Brubeck. Let's go ahead and go through some other new stuff. Several more pre-orders and restocks to go through tonight, and waiting list and new releases. So it's Creedies, like CDs, not a CD. CDs. Creedies. Okay, there must be an R in there I couldn't see. Thank you, Craig. Creedies. It's not Creedies, it's CDs. So there's not an R. Okay, CDs. I may have said that the first time around. Iron Maidens at 75 with Shane Devers. Now, everybody's out on Kiss except Tony Wade. If you want back in, you got to outbid Tony. He has it at $35, final call. I'm going to go ahead and get a third auction going, and that is this record that I used here in a hot picture, and that is called Flotsam and Jetsam. By the way, Laura just brought up a whole nother crate of pre-owned vintage stuff. So, I keep going through more crates, but they keep up bringing up more. I scanned this, and I was surprised how pricey it was. I think the last one sold for over $100. Flotsam and Jetsam, the Cold. This is a 2011 German press. There's pretty much two versions. There's this one, the 2011 German, and then there's a limited edition that sells for even more. $65 start. There's just a couple creases in the cover. There's a crease there. There's a stress crease right there, and right here where it kind of bled through on the back. Very nice, near mint, Flotsam and Jetsam, 2011. That's an out-of-print title, $65 start. $65 start on Flotsam and Jetsam. First LP, I've only got one. It's a restock of Lita Ford, Live and Deadly. Lita Ford is on purple vinyl, new and sealed, $28.99. I've only got one copy. Depeche Mode, Music for the Masses, $29.99. Never Let Me Down Again, new and sealed Depeche Mode, $29.99. And Boston, there it is. The debut Boston, $29.99 with the upside down guitars on the cover. $29.99 for Boston. I've got one. I thought I had two of them. Maybe I only have one. Only one Boston. Depeche Mode, Some Great Reward, $29.99. People Are People on Depeche Mode. And we have Judas Priest, Stained Class. Judas Priest, Stained Class, $29.99. All right, so first we can go ahead and sell Kiss. I hope everybody was done. That sold to Tony Wade for $35. Flotsam is a final call to get a bid in for $65. Kiss is sold for $35. The Tony Wade and Iron Maiden is sold to Shane Devers for $75. Final call to get a bid in on Flotsam. I just noticed there's a little bit of a spine crackle at the bottom as well. A little bit of a spine crackle, $65. Last sold for over $100 on that one. This is a new release, Sonny and Cher, The Sounds of Summer. This is a new release. There's several pre-orders on this one. This is The Sounds of Summer with Sonny and Cher now playing, a.k.a. Greatest Hits. Let's look this one up, Sonny and Cher, while I'm adding some new auctions. When I come back, if there's not a bid on Flotsam, I'm going to make it a buy now pretty soon. Let's go ahead and put up, what do I have over here? Let's get back to, let's do something from the very, very back of the bin. Wow, there's more Kiss. There's Van Halen. There's Bruce Dickinson. There's Tom Petty. So let's pull all this stuff up. Let's do these. It's time. The time is now. All right, so Sonny and Cher is $26.99. Let me go ahead and be pulling the pre-order up for this. Let me get them in order. It's on blue vinyl. First, Flotsam and Jetsam's a $65 buy it now. Flotsam and Jetsam, 2011 German, $65 buy it now. That will be a great pickup. I'll put that over there with the unsold Iron Maiden. And Bruce Dickinson, All the Young Dudes. Interesting. From the album Tattooed Millionaire. Bruce Dickinson's UK tour, June 1990. This is interesting. This is a 12-inch single from Bruce Dickinson. It is a 1990 UK 12-inch, 45 RPM. It's EX Plus. It's very nice. $15 start. Bruce Dickinson, All the Young Dudes from Tattooed Millionaire. gatefold. And of course, I'm assuming that's like the David Bowie Mott the Hoople song, All the Young Dudes. Also, Darkness Be My Friend and Sin City. So that's a 3-track. Bruce Dickinson, that's now up for bid. $15 start. We already have a bid for $20. And then Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers live, Pack Up the Plantation. Tom Petty is a 1985 U.S. club. It's a 2 LP. It is going to be an EX Plus record. It's very nice, and it's going to be a $25 start. There's a little bit of cover wear right back there on the back. It is a gatefold. Tom Petty, Pack Up the Plantation, $25 start. All right, here's the pre-order for Sonny and Cher. Stacy Metternich and Stacy Brown. These are $26.99, colored vinyl. It's called Now Playing. It's a fantastic Sonny and Cher compilation. Stacy Brown, Stacy Metternich, then Mike Moore and Sherry Darnell. Mike Moore and Sherry Darnell. Jerry Stone and Richard Yeager. There's Jerry Stone. There's Richard Yeager. There's 2 more. There's one for Regina Tabor and Christopher Morris. Regina Tabor and Christopher Morris. And then one for Debbie Blair. And that was the last. It's on bluish, greenish vinyl. Those are $26.99. Let me go back up to where I left off. Somebody asked the tracks on Lita Ford. Give me 1 second, unless they've already been posted. Michael Obrick wants a Sonny and Cher. That's sold to Michael Obrick. Chris Flynn gets the Flotsam and Jetsam for $65. Great deal on that. Susie Breedlove wants Sonny and Cher. Dustin Riviera, you were second on Flotsam and Jetsam. Bruce Dickinson got open bids for $20, $25. Kevin Walker on Boston. Kevin, have you bought from us before? If you have, say yes, or if no. How about this? If you're a first-time buyer, say yes, first-time buyer, or I've bought from you before. I always mess that up. So thank you, Kevin. Boston, so do you. Bruce Dickinson, 30. Tom Petty, 25. And there's 4 Sonny and Chers left. 4 Sonny and Chers left. Baby Don't Go, I Got You, Babe. The Beat Goes On. Colored vinyl, $26.99. It has that one song I like on there. Yeah, Baby Don't Go. I like that one, $26.99. Depeche Mode Violator, $33.99 for Depeche Mode Violator. And we have 3 copies. This is actually Slayer's newest album, but it's a new colored variant of it, or a new reissue. It has a street date for Friday. It says transparent orange with yellow black splatter. Slayer, Repentless, $29.99. Slayer, Repentless is $29.99. So Bruce Dickinson is a final call then. Alan Salden has it for $30. And Tom Petty is a final call. Just one bid. Charlie DeFrank, $25. Really good price on that. Daniel Bouzide wants Depeche Mode Violator. That is sold to Depeche Mode. That is sold to Daniel Bouzide, I mean. This is called Black Sabbath. This is one of those redo series. Black Sabbath Volume 4 Redo, which is a cover. It's Zakk Wylde, Spirit Adrift, The Obsessed, Matt Pike, and more. They're doing a redo, a cover tribute version to Black Sabbath Volume 4 album. $33.99 on that. And we have this I already posted in the group. I've already got all 5 copies sold. If anybody else wants one, let me know. This is Judas Priest, Angel of Retribution, which is usually out of stock. And this is $44.99. I've got 5 pre-sold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 already pre-sold. And if anybody else wants one, there'll be 5 more here on Friday, either tomorrow or Friday. I know for sure there's already 5 more on the way. So this is already a waiting list. Scott Smith, Joe Barrios are the first 2. There's one for Scott Smith. There's one for Joe Barrios. Jeffrey Dunlap, Scott Marchheim, and Tom Byrne. So there's the next 3. There's the next 3. So 1, 2, 3. Those are sold, sold, and sold. So those are all gone. Tony Riddle and anybody else, it will be a waiting list. That was posted in the group right here. I said restock alert. I ordered 5. I saw them in stock, or I had them back ordered. I already have 5 back ordered, and then I went ahead and ordered 5 more. We already sold 5. There's 5 more on the way. Tony Riddle will get that first of the 5. Bruce Dickinson. If anybody else wants one right now, let me know. They will be here by Friday. So like if you're claiming it right now, Tony, I will guarantee it. It will be here on Friday. If not, I'll give it to you for free. So if you want on a waiting list, that is a no-loss situation. Bruce Dickinson is being sold to Alan Salden for $30. And Tom Petty got 1 bid for $25. And Belinda just asked the details. I was just about to sell it. It is a 85 club copy. It has 1 bid for $25. When I say it's going to be here by Friday, I know because it's like literally already shipped. It's either going to be here Friday, Thursday, or Friday for sure. If it's not on your invoice on Monday, I'll give it to you. I'm trying to sell the last 5, so I'm making sure if anybody wants one right now, it's literally like you're buying it right now. Just on Friday's show, it'll be in a bin, and I'll say sold to Tony Riddle and anybody else that wants one. If not, I'll give it to you. How can you go wrong there? Tom Petty at $30. That has a new bid. Nina Simone was a waiting list. This was a new release from last Friday. They're back in. This is on blue vinyl. Nina Simone. Some people don't like waiting lists because they don't come in. Then they come in on the next week, and then people get surprised. They get a random invoice 2 weeks later for one record, and a lot of people like to wait and stock up on shipping. They want a bunch of stuff on one invoice. They'd rather spend 20, 30 records on one invoice, which I understand that. So some people don't like paying just shipping on one record. But what I say is just always, if you are constantly on waiting list, you'll basically have an invoice every week. I think some people have adhered to that lately. Just getting an invoice every week, just like a record subscription almost. Angela Lewis and Paul Brothers was on a waiting list. Angela Lewis and Paul Brothers was on a waiting list. Those are already sold, and we're still waiting for more to come in. And then here's the last, or the next, Rhino Sounds of Summer, $33.99. Sea blue vinyl, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, a new reissue of it. Colored vinyl, $33.99. That's another one of the new reissues that I didn't get around to posting a pre-order. All right, let's put some new auctions up. If you haven't already, please make sure you have liked our post. I would greatly appreciate it. And over on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed and all that good stuff on YouTube. Facebook, you've liked and followed us. I greatly appreciate it. This is Crocus, Screaming in the Night, a 1986 U.S. promo. Extremely nice. Extremely nice. Screaming in the Night, and Headhunter. So technically, a 12-inch single promo. Gold stamp on the bottom, $20 start. Put Romy Lou on the waiting list for Nina Simone. So the waiting list is full now. We had Debbie, Angela, and Paul, and those just got filled. So there's nobody else on the waiting list, so we'll start a new one. Blue vinyl, Nina Simone, live at Town Hall. Original album plus bonus tracks on blue vinyl. Romy Lou on the waiting list. Jerry Stone on Crosby, Stills, and Nash. One copy of that left. Jeff Davidson wants a Sonny and Cher. And Jerry asked earlier, where are we on shipping? I was told shipping right now is 10 to 14 days. And some things are a little bit longer if you have multiple pieces in your order. So right now, if you buy nothing but albums, I think they can get your stuff out a little bit faster, or it should be coming up. So that's like 12 to 14 days. And right now, if you got like posters and other stuff, I think there's some invoices back there that are 16 that they're working on right now. They're back there packing right now. They're back there packing stuff. We've got it lined up this week. We got 4 full-time people here packing stuff every day. And I met with them on Monday, and I was like, let's try to get shipping down to 10 days by Friday. And then by the end of the month, we get it down to like 7 or 5 days. That is the current turnaround. So it's a lot of orders. I mean, there are hundreds of packages being packed up and sent out almost on a daily basis. So there's a lot. We're working on it. We have Tom Petty. We have Crocus. Tom Petty is a final call to Charlie Frank for $35, and Crocus is at $30. Crocus is at $30. So those are final calls. $30 on Crocus, $35 on Tom Petty. Here's what's left in this bin. Lita Ford, Live and Deadly, purple vinyl, $28.99 for Lita Ford. We also have Depeche Mode, Music for the Masses, $29.99. Depeche Mode, Some Great Reward is $29.99. So 2 other Depeche Modes in there. Judas Priest, $29.99. Stained Class. Sonny and Cher, now playing. Colored vinyl, new release, $26.99. The new Slayer, colored vinyl, Repentless, $29.99. Black Sabbath Volume 4 Redo, $33.99. And we have Crosby, Stills, and Nash, $33.99. Dustin Rivera on Lita Ford. Got to hear your mom going off on the post office. Yeah, the post office don't like picking up our mail sometimes. They'll show up and we'll have, 150 packages that's supposed to be sent out, and they'll be like, we can't get this. And then nobody ever comes back and gets it. So y'all's packages are just sitting here, and my mom has to call and yell at people, and then finally they send a truck out here and come get it. But we have so much mail, we've told them, we're like, hey, y'all can't send a regular truck out here anymore. We literally have, y'all are going to have to send a big truck out here every day to get all this mail. And I think that's what they're starting to do. They're starting to send like a auxiliary vehicle out here to pick up everybody's mail every day. So I hope y'all feel special. The U.S. government is making special amends to come pick up y'all's packages every day. Your tax dollars are at work picking up your mail every day. So thank you, Post Office. Thank you, Newman. But yeah, they show them. They're like, man, we can't get any of this. This is crazy. We can't move this much every day. I'm like, it's only going to get bigger. That's what I told them the other day when I was here. I was like, y'all going to have to start sending a truck. We're starting to like fill up almost a half of a semi every day, it seems like. Crosby, Stills, and Nash is sold to Romelu. Thank you, Romelu. Okay, so Crocus got a new bid for 32, and that means that, Alonzo, you got outbid on Crocus. We have Tom Petty sold to Charlie DeFrank for $35. That is sold for $35. I promise, we're never slacking on shipping. It's just so much. We went from having, at one time on here, 20 or 30 people watching when I first started doing this to now we have every Monday about 500 new orders paid and ready to be shipped every week. So this is kind of a constant backlog. So we're always getting stuff out. All right, Crocus, let's get a new auction going. The key is, like Shane Deaver said earlier, just buy something every week and they will eventually start showing up on a weekly basis. That's the best strategy in my opinion. Just buy every single week, every night, every day. Iron Maiden, Power Slave, a 1984 US OG Winchester inner sleeve. Strong VG to EX copy, $45 start. FedEx or UPS, well, we could, but instead of $7 shipping, I'd have to start charging $20 shipping, and I don't think I would like that. I try to keep that $7 unlimited shipping a thing, but costs are rising, unfortunately. So this is an 84 US OG Winchester with the inner sleeve, strong VG plus, and this is a $45 start. $45 start. This is Iron Maiden Power Slave. There's the LP. There's the jacket. $45 start. That is a 1984 US OG. It is an EX copy. $45 start on that. Let's see here. Back up at the top. We have Procol Harum Broken Barricades. VG condition, $9.99. We have CCR G condition, $17.99. G condition. That is Bayou Country. That's a lower grade record, but that is OG. That is CCR. Let me see what Tony said here. Tony, if you sent a question here, I just needed my track in. Okay, well, you got to just make sure, if you ever have a question specifically, make sure you've sent us a message and Ed will reply to you. But if you're waiting to know when you get tracking, it will come to your email. So if anybody's new, tracking goes to your email. And if you're wondering to know when it's going to be sent out, you'll get tracking when it has been mailed out. So, and if you send us a message like, hey, where's my tracking? Then they can't answer that because it hadn't been sent out yet. So they really can't answer. If you message the page and if somebody does this and they say, where's our tracking? Where's my tracking? Then Ed can't reply because there is no tracking. It hadn't been shipped out yet. So there is no tracking yet when that happens. Crocus is at $37. Alonzo, you are outbid on that. That is at $37, and then the Iron Maiden is a $45 start. Okay, we have Psychedelic Furs, Midnight to Midnight. VG condition, $19.99. Psychedelic Furs, Midnight to Midnight. That's in VG condition, $19.99. And Bob Dylan, Bringing It All Back Home. A 1965 US press, a 2-eye mono. There is some writing on the cover right here. It's in VG condition, $24.99. That's Bob Dylan, Bringing It All Back Home. VG, $24.99, a 65 US. Also, Meet You at the Jazz Corner of the World, Art Blakey and the Jazz Messenger. VG condition, $17.99. Laura says there's a fillable mark on side 1, VG, $17.99. So they're still bidding on Crocus. Alonzo's at $40. Robert Philippi, you're out. And I'm making another Iron Maiden, another OG Iron Maiden record for a no bid, buy it now, of $45. This is Power Slave. You can pick it up right now for the minimum bid of $45. And that's sold to Tim Zarnota. There's been some people waiting for some great deal buy it nows on those, and there they are. Tim Zarnota, Jason Jones, Robert Philippi, $45. That's a no bid, buy it now. Let's move on and put up another one. If you really, really want it, I really, really recommend bidding on it. Otherwise, you're probably going to lose it out on the buy. Something like an Iron Maiden record, probably going to lose it on the buy it now. But just so anybody knows, shipping, if you've paid for an order, you might as well expect 2 weeks before you get tracking. And you won't get tracking until you receive it. So that's how our shipping works. So it goes to your email through ShipStation and you get tracking. That's how that works. So if you ever message us and maybe we don't reply, if somebody says, where's my tracking? That typically means, well, it hadn't shipped yet. And sometimes Ed replies to that, or maybe they try to go ahead and get it packed up and then he'll be like, hey, it's shipped and here's the email. So that's how that works. I know there's a lot of new people. A lot of people hadn't been around for the last maybe couple months to know how things work here. That there's most people watching have been here for several years, so they understand the processes. Dolly, pure and simple. This is a Vinyl Me Please. Dolly is a 2023 US Vinyl Me Please, limited edition 2000 green vinyl. Never seen this before. It's a Vinyl Me Please. That's probably why. Probably first time it's on vinyl. $45 start. Dolly, pure and simple, $45 start. Donna wants Procol Harum. That is sold to Donna. Procol Harum is sold. We sold the Iron Maiden. Are we done on Crocus? He's done on Crocus. That's sold to Alonzo for $40. Alonzo, you get that for $40. That was a marked promo record. Dolly's a $45 start. Art Blakey, Kyle, it was in VG condition, $17.99. It does have a fillable mark, so that's why we put VG. King Crimson, Starless and Bible Black. VG condition, $19.99. There is a pressing defect, and it says plays but is noisy. So there is a pressing defect, plays but is noisy right here. It looks like there's a little blip in the vinyl right there. VG condition, $19.99 on that. And TB, Teddy Pendergrass, VG Plus, $9.99. So Dolly is a limited edition Vinyl Me Please pressing, which I don't think I've seen too many times. Next up for bid is we got Iron Maiden, Iron Maiden, Iron Maiden, Iron Maiden. Let's do a Joan Jett. Joan Jett is a 1981 U.S. club, a Columbia Record Club pressed in Terre Haute. And let me just drop the sticky note. This is about a VG Plus record, maybe EX. I love rock and roll. This is a $15 start. This is a $15 start. Joan Jett, almost said Jimmy Jett. Joan Jett, $15 start on that. The Live After Death is right here. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this. It's a near mint copy. The jacket is fantastic. It has both original inner sleeves. It's an 85 club. It's a $55 buy it now. I'm assuming just everybody already has it, or if you do have it, if you don't have it, you should be buying that. Joan Jett's at $15. Dolly's a final call for $45. We have the Doobie Brothers. What were once vices are now habits. That's a quad press. Quad press. VG Plus $19.99. Cream Wheels of Fire. That looks interesting. It's a 68 UK pressing. VG Plus condition $24.99. It's not a gatefold. Interesting. A 1968 UK pressing. VG Plus $24.99. About a VG or maybe VG minus jacket. Dead Meadow, that's a wild looking cover. Live at Roadburn. Dead Meadow is EX condition, $27.99. Joan Jett's an original club copy, VG Plus condition. It has a high bid of $20. The Flock is EX condition, $14.99. EX condition, $14.99. And then Johnny Paycheck, Take This Job and Shove It. EX condition, $17.99. Johnny Paycheck, EX $17.99. Nobody bid on Dolly. It's a $45 buy now. The cheapest for sale on Discogs, Seth said, is around $60. We started that one under market, at least cheapest listed. You can pick it up for $45, and we believe that's pretty much the cheapest deal on the World Wide Web right now, if you count social media, Facebook, and YouTube. 1981, U.S. OG Jacksonville press. This is Iron Maiden Killers. It's about an EX copy. It is extremely nice at EX, just a couple very light fake marks on it, and that is a $50 start, and that is OG 81 U.S. Killers. $50 start on that. Joan Jett's at 20, now 21. Chase Arnold gets Johnny Paycheck. Dan Geller, you were second, and Debbie gets the Dolly for a 45. Debbie gets Dolly. That is sold. Iron Maiden's a $50 start. That's now for bid. This crate over here has filled up very quickly on me, so let me start a new one right there. All righty. And one of the reasons for shipping is mostly I've been told by my shipping experts in the back, posters are very time consuming. So starting back in February, we pretty much started a whole new business. And a lot of people don't know this. But every night we sell posters for a few hours and we sell enough. It is literally, the sales numbers would be the equivalent of a whole other business here. And we kind of started piling that on top of Doug and Ed and Melanie and Jake and Tanner. And so there's basically a whole new business here. A lot of people don't even realize this, under the CollectCo umbrella, called Poster People. And it is, you should see them back there. They're rolled, they're flat. We sell stacks. We sell about a stack this high every night of posters and pictures and prints. And we do that 6 nights a week, all individually, all have to be packaged and wrapped and boxed on top of all the vinyl we sell. So that's the reason, if you're curious, like, you know, why is the turnaround time so low? It's because we basically are growing into this new business of selling posters just in the last few months, especially the rolled ones. So it takes a long time to process those. Dolly sold. Iron Maiden got a bid for 50. Joan Jett 23. Joshua Cross wants Dead Meadow. Iron Maiden 50. Iron Maiden 50. Kevin Lentz wants Cream in the White Room. And Iron Maiden's at 55. We have Harlem Blues, Donald Byrd with Kenny Garrett, Muggloo Miller, Rufus Reed, and Marvin Smitty Smith. That's EX Edition, $17.99 for Harlem Blues. Eric Dolphy, Other Aspects. That is EX Edition, $29.99. And On the Air is EX Edition, $14.99. It's signed by somebody in the band, it looks like, Ray Boast. EX Edition, $14.99. Haley has Iron Maiden for $55, and Joan Jett's a final call for $25. 25 on that. Alan Smith on DB. That's Eric Dolphy. No, DB is Donald Byrd. That's sold to Alan Smith. Joan Jett's at 25. The other bidder was who? Edwin Riviera. So Chase Arnold, you're out on Iron Maiden. Let me know if you want back in, because Haley Creedor has it for 55. And I don't know if that's how I'm supposed to say her name again or not. Crosby and Nash Live. EX Condition, $14.99. And Mountain Live, Leslie West and Felix Paparotti. That's a 72 German press. EX Condition, $17.99. Joan Jett has a new bid for 26. And Hall and Oates, bigger than both of us. Daryl Hall and John Oates, EX, $17.99. Donna wants Mountain. That is sold to Donna. Mountain, that is sold to Donna. And Chris Knapp, you were second. Who is on the Dolphy? That was this record that's still in here, isn't it? It don't mention anybody there. It really, Eric Dolphy, let's see here. Ron Carter, Roger Mason. It really don't have a lineup like it quickly where I can catch it. But I see those names on there. EX, $29.99 on that. Shannon Mashaka wants Hall & Oates. And how much is the Flock? The Flock, Edwin, was EX, $14.99. Alan, The Other Aspects by Eric Dolphy is EX, $29.99. Dreams is EX Edition, $17.99. Dreams is EX Edition, $17.99. I was reading, that's very interesting artwork on that one. I was going to say who did that. EX, $17.99. And Finger Poppin' with the Horace Silver Quintet. There is a hole punch cover, EX vinyl, $27.99. Alan, if you don't want Eric Dolphy, it looks like Peter Mazzolino does. Iron Maiden is finished. This is sold for $55 to Haley Creedor. That is sold to Haley for $55. Thank you. That has gone to you. And Joan Jett. Joan Jett is a final call to Edwin Riviera for $26. Rick Peabody's out. Eric passed on Dolphy, so that is sold to Peter Mazzolino. One more record, then 2 new auctions. Tim Buckley, Once I Was. It does have a slight warp that does not affect play. That is EX Edition, $17.99. I've never seen that before. It must be some kind of reissue. I better go ahead and show this since I accidentally showed it. And it's an OG XTC. EX Edition, $27.99. EX Edition, $27.99. I was going to save that for last, but I accidentally flashed it. All right, I got Legs Diamond and I got Night Cobra. Time for a couple deeper metal records here. Let's go ahead and show these. All right, Joan Jett is sold and I hear rain pouring down outside. Edwin Riviera gets this for $26. Chris Knapp gets XTC. Great vintage and new vinyl tonight for sure. Fantastic stuff tonight. Very much so. All right, so let's see what's going on here. We have... let's go ahead and show the auctions. Legs Diamond out on bail, an 84 German EX copy, none listed in for sale in the United States right now on Discogs. $15 start. Legs Diamond EX condition, $15 start, out on bail. And Night Cobra, Dawn of the Serpent. Night Cobra is a 2022 U.S. limited edition, red with blue splatter. It is an EX copy, and this is going to be a $20 start. $20 start on that, Night Cobra. Next is the incredible Jimmy Smith, Open House. EX condition, $27.99, Blue Note reissue, EX $27.99 on that. And Wild Billy Childish and Buff Medway's Medway Wheelers, EX condition, $21.99. Teddy Pendergrass, Life is a Song Worth Singing, EX $11.99. And Sleep's Holy Mountain. It is on purple vinyl, a 2015 reissue, EX $29.99. Sleep, I got to order some more of those. I used to have those in stock on new vinyl. All right, so here's the agenda right now. It's almost top of the hour, so let me update you what's going on. It's been a great night so far. We have sold a lot already, and we're pretty much at the halfway point for vinyl tonight. I've got a whole nother new crate of new stuff to go through. So a whole nother new crate, which I'm going to do as soon as we recap this bin. I'm looking through it right now. There's a lot of restocks, a lot of Johnny Cash in here. I see Led Zeppelins, I see Parliaments, I see a couple new releases, including another Hi-Fi Rhino that I did not post a pre-order of, so you may want to wait around for that. I'm going to go through these one more time, and then there's another crate of vintage over here next to me. So this crate, the new crate, then the vintage crate, and then we may have another vintage crate. If not, we'll go through some buy it now best offer. And let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to read through these one more time very quickly. First thing here is CCR, Bayou Country, G condition. G is less than VG minus. That is OG, $17.99. This is still available, very surprisingly. Psychedelic Furs, VG condition, $19.99. It is in VG. It is an OG record, though, not in print. Bob Dylan was a 65 US mono. 65 US mono, VG condition, $24.99. Travis Wade on Psychedelic Furs. I was waiting for that to sell. Art Blakey has one feelable mark on it. That is in VG condition, $17.99. King Crimson also has a feelable mark on it that slightly affects playback. VG condition, $19.99. Legs Diamond has a high bid of $20 with Jerry Conklin. Edwin Riviera, you're out, and Rob Beebe, you're out. Jerry Conklin has that for $20. Edwin just bid $25. And then Night Cobra has one bid with Edwin Riviera for $25. Paula wants Creedence Bayou Country. Tracks on Dylan. Bringing it back home. That has Subterranean Homesick Blues, She Belongs to Me, Maggie's Farm, Love Minus Zero, No Limit, Outlaw Blues, On the Road Again, Bob Dylan's 115th Dream, Mr. Tambourine Man, Gates of Eden, It's All Right Ma, It's All Over Now, Baby Blue, VG $24.99. Teddy Pendergrass is VG Plus $9.99, and Doobie Brothers, What Were Once Ices Are Now Habits. Thank you. We have VG Plus $19.99, that's a quad record, and On the Air, EX $14.99. Donna says, I'll take it, and that was on the Dylan. Dylan goes to Donna. And we have Crosby and Nash Live, EX $14.99. The Flock is still available, EX $14.99. Retro Class Entertainment wants TP. Teddy Pendergrass sold to Mr. Rydell. We have Dreams, EX edition $17.99. Thangin' Poppin' with the Horace Silver Quintet, that's EX $27.99. Jazz, Tim Buckley, EX $17.99. We have Jimmy Smith, Open House, EX $27. Wild Billy Childress, the Buff Medways, that's EX $21.99. Another Teddy Pendergrass, Life is a Song Worth Singing, EX $11.99. And Sleep's Holy Mountain, and that's on purple vinyl, EX $29.99. All right, Legs then is sold to, did Jerry say out? No, Rob said out. Jerry, you're out on Legs Diamond. The high bid is Edwin at 25. You was at 20, so you're out. He did say out. Okay, let's go ahead and sell that then. I'm going to move through these pretty fast. Night Cobra's still getting bids, but that is sold. That was Legs Diamond, and that is sold then to Edwin Riviera for the 25. Night Cobra is at 28, also with Edwin Riviera, and Paula wants the Crosby and Nash Live. David Crosby and Graham Nash. That's sold. If anybody else wants anything in those bin or in that bin, just keep me updated. Say, Chad, you know what? Go ahead and give me everything that's left in there. Ring it up, sir. And I'll be like, sold, 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 gone, gone. And let me grab this next crate of new vinyl. And guess what? We got a bunch of these Johnny Cash restocks in. The American recordings, which are always fun because there's 6 different volumes and it gets kind of complicated. But they're in here, and then a couple new releases and a couple other waiting list and restocks. Night Cobra's still getting bids. Let me take some breath of nitrogen, oxygen in, and pull our next auction. Vince Gill. Vince, this is a pricey record, extremely pricey. We scanned this, and boy, if you picked this up in Cracker Barrel when you saw it sit on the shelf, a Cracker Barrel exclusive, you did great. You have like 10 times your money on this thing. This is a 2019 US. It's a Cracker Barrel exclusive. A 25th anniversary of Vince Gill, When Love Finds You. There's only one current listing for sale for $279.89. They typically don't bring that, but that's the cheapest one for sale. This is going to be a $105 start. $105. $105. It's a Cracker Barrel exclusive. It is sealed. Cheapest one for sale right now is $280, not including tax and shipping. Sealed, $105. That's called Vince Gill, When Love Finds You. They're still bidding on Night Cobra. All right, so Hattori Hanzo wants Jimmy Smith and Tim Buckley. It is never too late to claim something. Better now than later, actually, before it gets too buried. Those are sold and sold. Jimmy Buffett and Tim Buckley. Those are sold to Mr. Hattori Hanzo. Those are sold and sold. All right. So the first thing in here is Johnny Cash. Let's do this volume by volume. This is volume 5, 100 Highways. Johnny Cash, volume 5, 100 Highways. Let me just keep Johnny Cash over here in my search queue. Volume 5. And this one is Nick Bargeron and Paul Oakley. Nick Bargeron and Paul Oakley, volume 5. There's one for Nick Bargeron. There's one for Paul Oakley. Those are $33 and $33.99. And there's one extra. So Paul Oakley and Nick Bargeron on those. Volume 5. This is, Chris, this is volume 5, just a V if you want that one. I hadn't done volume 4 yet, but I promise it's in here. And then here is a new hi-fi. I don't know why I missed the pre-order on this. Such a big album by such a big fan base. The Grateful Dead, Rhino, all analog cut of American Beauty, $39.99. Rhino AAA, limited edition, gatefold jacket, Preston Arnold, Kevin Gray, Coherent. I've got 5 copies of the Grateful Dead, $39.99. Night Cobra, Edwin Riviera has it for $32. Fred Cardinal, you're out. Fred, let me know if you want back in before I sell that. Edwin has it for $32. Fred, you're out. We got 5 Grateful Deads. Vince Gill does have a bid for $105. By the way, whoever asked for the track listing, Craig did posted it. He posted it in the track. He posted it in the comments. Final call, Daniel Blueside 105. Peter Mazzolino on the Grateful Dead. That's sold to Peter. And then here is Johnny Cash, Volume 2, Unchained. Volume 2, Unchained. And some of these may not have a waiting list. Johnny Cash, Volume 2, Unchained. Let me delete these old ones so they're not in my way anymore. Let me go ahead and delete those. There we go. That's going to speed it up a lot. That's from last week. So Volume 6, Volume 5, Volume 4, Volume 3. There is no Volume 2. I said, or which one did I say? These get confusing. This is Volume 2. So there's no waiting list for Volume 2. No waiting list for Volume 2. This is $33.99. Volume 2. So no waiting list for this one. I got one for 6, one for 4, one for 3. So these are up for grabs right now. Volume 2. This is sold to Chase Arnold. There's one extra copy there. Fred's out on Night Cobra. Night Cobra is sold to Edwin Rivera for $32. And Vince Gill is sold for $105. Nice pickup there, Daniel. Well below market on that one, $105. Do you have Cash Volume 4? I do. Be ready to claim it whenever it showed up. It's a first come, first served basis. We have Utopia now playing on sea blue vinyl. Here's a new release. Another sea blue colored vinyl, Sounds of Summer, $28.99. There's a Volume 4 coming up. All the new stuff is always first come, first serve. So if it's about to be showed, you've got to be ready to top it in. And then I'll sell it to you, Alex. Otherwise, it could sell out very quickly sometimes. There could be 2 left over and no one's remotely interested. Sometimes I show them and I'll have 2 copies and 9 people want it all of a sudden. You just never know. First, here's our next 2 auctions. So that's a new release. Utopia now playing with Todd Rundgren. This is Gillian. Future Shock. Gillian is a 1987 South Korean. It does have the insert and the original inner sleeve. None have ever sold, and there's none listed. Wow, Gillian, Future Shock. There's the South Korean inner sleeve. There's the South Korean insert, and that is Gillian, Future Shock. Check that out. That is a $25 start. I'm assuming that's Ian Gillian. Yeah, Ian Gillian. Ian, yeah. Excuse me. I need some water. All right, that's a unique version. Iron Maiden, Wasted Years. Iron Maiden is a 1986 UK. It's a 12-inch, 45 RPM. It's a VG Plus condition record, $20 start. Wasted Years with Reach Out and Sheriff of Huddersville, $25 start. $25 start on that. There's Utopia. So, Chase, I got you down for Volume 2. We have Johnny Cash, Volume 3, Solitary Man. Solitary Man, Volume 3. The waiting list for Volume 3 is Paul Oakley. So Paul Oakley, you get one of these. There's one extra copy, $33.99. Of course, Ian Gillian from Deep Purple. That's that Ian Gillian, Future Shock. And we have a bid for $25. There's one copy of that one. I have another new Time Loves a Hero, Sounds of Summer, Sea Blue Vinyl, $33.99. Little Feed. That's another new release. And another new release, Hall & Oates Now Playing. They are eventually going to do a Now Playing, I think, for every artist ever. This is Hall & Oates Now Playing. I've already got pre-orders up of even more that are supposed to be coming out. So this is Hall & Oates Now Playing. There was a pre-order for this. It was just a couple, maybe one or two. And this is $28.99. It's on colored vinyl. There's one pre-order, Scott Beebe. One pre-order, Scott Beebe, and then Troy Robinson, and there's one extra there. And then Troy, I've got your list over here separate actually. Let me see here. Troy, let's see. You wanted Sister Sledge, Little Kim, The Spinners, and Roberta Flack. And Troy, I have those. I'm making sure you just didn't want that one as well, but you just got that one. So there it is. All right, and then we have what's next. Here is Volume 4. That's the one a couple people's already asked about. The Man Comes Around, Johnny Cash. And I think there's already a waiting list. Now, if we happen to sell out, no big deal, because I can always get these. Alan Montgomery is one. There's one to Alan Montgomery, and then there's one to Chris Frazier. So I'm probably going to have to take another waiting list for that. That's Johnny Cash, Man Comes Around. That's the one everybody always wants. It is a little bit more. It's $46.99. One for Alan Montgomery, one to Chris Frazier. If anybody else wants one, let me know, and I'll special order for you. All right, Ian Gillian just got one bid to Chris Wood Sr. That is sold for $25, minimum bid. And I'm about to sell Iron Maiden for just $25. That's Wasted Years, 12-inch single. Nobody else bids on that. VG Plus, OG Maiden. If you've been a Maiden buyer tonight, you've got some great deals. Everything's got one, couple bids, something like that. Charles Cressel's in at 26. Hattori does not want on a waiting list. There is Sade Promise, $38.99. Gatefold, new and sealed Sade Promise. Let's look up the waiting list for that. I know there's one for one. It's Diamond Life, which I think is coming up pretty soon. That's $38.99 for Sade Diamond Life. And Parliament, Mothership Connection. We've got the funk. And the waiting list for Parliament, Mothership Connection, was Troy Robinson. Troy Robinson. There's one extra copy if anybody else wants it. Mothership Connection, that's new and sealed, $36.99. And Jimmy Buffett, one copy of this. It's available. Songs You Know by Heart, that is a Jimmy Buffett Greatest Hits. Jimmy Buffett Greatest Hits. Here is Stars, a Japanese 12-inch single. Stars, yes, like with Ronnie James Dio. This is the Japanese 12-inch single, extremely nice. There's only one in the United States. It's in G condition, and they're wanting $15 for it. This is near mint minus and pristine, $15 start, and that is Stars Hearing Aid. Stars Hearing Aid. Rob Halford, Ronnie James Dio, and others. $15 start on that. All right, so Jimmy Buffett, there it is. And Joe Barrios wants the Sade. That's so the Joe Barrios. Stars is at 20, and Iron Maiden's at 30. 30 and 20 on those. We have the other Johnny Cash, which is the Volume 1. American Recordings, Volume 1. Johnny Cash. Hattori Hanzo does not want on the waiting list for the other. Are you sure? Is there any way I can convince you to go on a waiting list? I'm a big salesman for a waiting list because I'm like, please. It's just like I'm selling it to you right now. You'll just get it later. $33.99. That's Volume 1. $33.99. How much was Jimmy Buffett? This is Songs You Know by Heart. Jimmy Buffett's Greatest Hits, new and sealed. $33.99. The next two records are Slaughter, which I've got some of those in this week. This is the Wildlife. $54.99 for Slaughter. I've actually got several of them. I haven't just really got to put them in a new arrivals bin yet. This is a limited edition. It's on red and white vinyl. It's called Slaughter, the Wildlife, and this is $54.99. I haven't even got the stickered. There's one and there's another. I got to make another post about those because I have a lot left over. So we have Marshall Bassett on Jimmy Buffett. Let me make sure who Jimmy Buffett. Dennis Daly. Dennis, if you want this, let me know. If not, Marshall. Alex, you got off at the wrong time. We showed volume 4. So if you want one, it'll be a waiting list. I think no waiting list yet. Oh, no, because Tori said no. So yeah, if you want one, let me know. I'm going to have to order you one of those. And then here's the Black Crowes Shake Your Moneymaker. And this is on green vinyl. Green vinyl, Black Crowes. There's a big rule here at CollectCo. You better not get off. You'll miss something because we start going quick. This is Black Crowes, and the waiting list for this, if there was one, Shake Your Moneymaker. And I think it was Jerry Wallace. Yeah, Jerry Wallace on this. Jerry Wallace. So Jerry Wallace wants one of this, I'm assuming. That's sold to Jerry Wallace, $36.99. And then Dennis Daly does want the Jimmy Buffett. Jimmy Buffett is sold to Dennis Daly. Marshall Bassett, I'm going to put you on a waiting list. If you don't want one, just let me know. So that is sold to Dennis. Marshall Bassett waiting list. Black Crowes is on green vinyl. She Talks to Angels. And here's the other Sade. This is Sade Diamond Life, $38.99. Sade Diamond Life. And I think I've already mentioned Joe Barrios is on a waiting list for this. So Alex, if you want on a waiting list, how that works is they'll probably be in by Friday. If not, they'll be in by Monday or Tuesday, and then we'll bill you the following week. So anybody that goes on a waiting list, especially on a Wednesday, we'll probably have them by Friday. So it's literally just like you're buying it right now. It's just not, I'm not going to set it in the crate for you. When they come in on Friday, I'll sell it to you then, officially. That's sort of Joe Barrios, and this is Diamond Life. Yeah, Jetstream, if you want on one, if you want on one for Promise, let me know, and I'll put you on one for that. A lot of stuff, I'll order 5 or 6 copies. Sometimes I only order one because new vinyl is very costly, and we try not to overstock. I try to keep it under control. There for a while, I had so much, I literally probably had hundreds of thousands of dollars invested in new vinyl. Not an exaggeration. At one time, I was overloaded about a year ago, and I had to sell it off and sell it off, and I had a lot of cash tied up in new vinyl. It's incredible how much this, you start filling up 12, 20, 30, 40, 50 crates, it is a lot of money. So I usually just order 1 or 2. Sometimes I'll go ahead and order 30 of something because I know I can sell them. If not, I don't mind having them, but we can really rack up on the new vinyl. It adds up fast in cost. So I try to order 1, 2. It's very expensive to keep all this in stock. We have Iron Maiden, Wasted Years. This is a final call. It's in VG Plus condition. Iron Maiden is at 30 with Robert Philippi. That is a 12-inch single. That's a final call. And then Stars. Stars is at 31 with JK. Alan Salton's out. The other bidder on Stars was Alan Salton. He's out. That is a final call. That's why we do a lot of waiting lists. Back up at the top. So Jamie McCord says, what was the Jimmy Buffett? That was Jimmy Buffett. That was called Songs You Know by Heart. Jimmy Buffett's Greatest Hits. If anybody else wants one, just let me know. All right. Stars is at 35. Iron Maiden's at 33. And we got more Led Zeppelins. Volume 2. We're eventually getting these for everybody. There's a waiting list going for Volume 1 and Volume 2. They're sold separately. And Brian Arrigo and Sherry Darnell was next on Volume 2. There's still a waiting list for Volume 1 and Volume 2. And this is not one that I really would not order. I just literally can't get them. They come in pieces. They're so desirable. There's shirtless Robert Plant. There's Jimmy Page. There's John Paul Jones looking kind of freaked out. And there's John Bottom hammering on the drums. So those are sold. And if anybody else wants on the list for Volume 1 and Volume 2, let me know. Right now in Volume 1, it's Greg, Rogers, Brian Arrigo, Sherry Darnell, Joe Barrios, Michael Wood, and Patrick Lear. Brian Arrigo got a Volume 1 or a Volume 2, and so did Sherry Darnell right then. All right, Facebook went poof. I'm still here. Okay, so back up at the top. So Jetstream wants on the Sade wait list for Promise. We have Iron Maiden at 33. We have Stars at 35. And Jamie McCord wants Jimmy Buffett. Okay, Jamie McCord. So Jamie McCord wants on the waiting list for Jimmy Buffett, Songs You Know by Heart. Wait list for Jimmy Buffett. Okay, now, Radio City Big Star, $34.99. Radio City Big Star, $34.99. Let me look that up. Radio City Big Star. And Bill Samus was on a waiting list. Bill Samus, this is sold to you. Bill Samus, that is sold to you. And we have 2 copies of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Fishing for Fishies, $29.99. This is sold to Slicker Van Slyke. That is sold to Slicker Van Slyke. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Slicker Van Slyke was on a waiting list. There's one extra copy there if anybody wants it. Okay, Iron Maiden is still getting bids. Robert Phillips is at $35. Stars is a final call to Tom Byrne for $35. Stars is a final call for Tom Byrne. It is a 12-inch single. That's what it was. It's a 12-inch single. Yes, that's the way it was released. A Japanese 12-inch single. All-star lineup of metal artists. And that is a final call for $35 to Tom Byrne. Iron Maiden's at $37. It's a VG+. We have Jimmy Buffett, a white sport coat, and pink crustacean. And there was a waiting list for this. We're right in the heavy bin of restocks and waiting list. This one was to Jerry Stone. This one's to Jerry Stone. If anybody else wants one, let me know. Newly remastered, that is $33.99 for Jimmy Buffett. We got 3 copies of Johnny Cash, Volume 6, Ain't No Grave. Now, Alex Butler, I never did hear if you want it on a waiting list or not. I'm going to go ahead and put you down for one, and if you don't, let me know. So let's put Alex Butler on a waiting list for Volume 4. I think there was at least one other person on there, maybe not. This Johnny Cash is Volume 6, and this is going to Alan Montgomery and Paul Oakley. Alan Montgomery and Paul Oakley. So there's one sold, there's another sold, and there's one more sold to Chase Arnold. And Volume 6 is sold out. And the last record in here is the Black Crowes. I've only got one copy, and that's the Southern Harmony and Musical Companion. As a single LP, there's also a 2 LP version that's in stock. And this is $33.99, newly remastered. Newly remastered. Let me let him know this is Shake Your Moneymaker. Okay, and that's Black Crowes, newly remastered. Yeah, $33.99. Remedy's on there. Thorn in My Pride. That is sold to James Goggin. All right, put Susie Breelove on a waiting list for Volume 6. Put Susie on a wait list for Volume 6. All right. Tom Byrne's at 40 on Stars. That's because Alonzo bid 36. Ryan Eaton also on Johnny Cash. Ryan Eaton also on Johnny Cash, Volume 6. Okay. Rock Anthems are not in. I haven't tried to reorder them. I still got the damaged ones, so no on those yet. However, that's from a distributor that I could have them by Friday. So not yet, but most likely Friday. It's Wasted Years, Reach Out, and Sheriff of Huddersville. VG Plus OG, final call, Robert Phillippe, $40. 2 people on the Volume 6 waiting list, Susie Breelove and Ryan Eaton. And Stars is a final call to Tom Byrne for $40. There's still a lot of great stuff left in here. First thing, I'm going to get all the Johnny Cash, and I'm going to show them together. And I'm going to show you by volume. And here's what I have left. And then if anybody wants like the set, there's a lot of people buying all 6 volumes. And I go ahead and just order them all at once. And then, or I'll give you what I have and put you on waiting list for the others. So that's all the Johnny Cash that I have left. These are all $33.99. And that is Volume 1, 2, 3, and 5. So right now I've got Volumes 1. This is Volume 2. There's 3 and 5. That's what I have. Just let me know the exact number if you want one. 1, 2, 3, and 5. And if anybody's like, I'll go ahead and take all 6, we can do that. There's been several people doing that. That's why we have pretty much a waiting list for the last 3 weeks on these. We'll sell out. Somebody say, give me all 6. I'll order all 6. When I order the 6, I'll usually order a couple extras. Then somebody else will see them. It's a continuous cycle. Those are great albums if you've never listened to them. That's why we sell so many. And of course, originals, some of the originals are kind of pricey, especially if you get like the true first releases of those. Iron Maiden is gone. This is sold for $40 to Robert Phillippe. We still got great auctions to do. We've still got vintage stuff to go through. And then Stars is also sold to Tom Byrne for $40. Let's get some new auctions. I'm going to finish going through this bin. That is sold. Going to start slow with 1 volume each week. Volume 1, please, of Johnny Cash. All right. Alonzo's like, I'll chip away at them. Okay. And usually what I do is what I don't have left, even if there's not a waiting list, I order anyways. So that is sold to Alonzo. He says he'll take Volume 1. That's a good strategy. That's responsible buying there. That's responsible buying. All right. We have Journey, Departure, going up for bid. Somebody just asked about Journey. Wow, that's weird. I actually was grabbing one. We've already sold Frontiers, and here's Departure. These are going up for right now. First, though, is Marillion. which is a UK copy of Script for a Jester's Tear. It's an 83 original UK. It's a gatefold VG Plus vinyl, $25 start. 83 UK gatefold VG Plus, $25 start. And that is Marillion. Script for a Jester's Tear. That is Marillion. And then next is a Japanese press of Journey Departure. Journey is an 83 Japanese. It has the insert. It has the booklet, and it's near mint minus and pristine. That is Japanese with the insert and the booklet. This is Journey, any way you want it. $25 start. That's Departure. Very nice jacket. Super clean all the way around. And then there's Marillion. Those are now up for bid. All right, so there's the Johnny Cash. We have still got, unbelievably, this is the only Rhino exclusive or only Rhino AAA album we still have. AAA, all analog, what is the other A? AAA. All analog master tape, essentially. Grateful Dead, $39.99. $39.99 for Grateful Dead American Beauty. Gatefold. And then, a new now playing, sea blue colored vinyl, Utopia, $28.99. Of course, featuring Todd Rundgren. New Sounds of Summer, blue vinyl, Little Feat, $33.99. New, now playing, Hall & Oates, $28.99, now playing. One Parliament, Mothership Connection, We Got the Funk, $36.99. Slaughter, Wildlife, $54.99. Black Crow, Shake Your Moneymaker, green vinyl, Twice as Hard, Jealous Again. Thick and Thin, She Talks to Angels, $36.99. Sade, Diamond Life is still available, $38.99. Radio City Big Star, $34.99. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Fishing for Fishies, $29.99. And then Jimmy Buffett, remastered, white sport coat, pink crustacean, $33. Bill Samus on Utopia. That is sold to Bill Samus. One Utopia left. Jason bid $35 on Journey. Tim Floyd bid $45. Final call to get a bid in on Marillion for $35. Final call to get a bid in on Marillion for $35. All right. Let's go through a whole new crate of new vintage stuff. Never shown. If you're just hopping on, great timing. All new vintage stuff going up right now. Here's the agenda. I've got another crate of vintage. It's only 9:30. We'll go through that. I'll probably go ahead and recap all the new vinyl because this was a big one tonight. Then we'll do some buy it now best offer. We've been chipping away at a whole section over here of half off stuff. So we'll be doing some half off stuff. And about 11, or just like last night, a little after, we'll move into movie posters, especially on the weekdays. Sometimes we'll go a bit later on vinyl on Fridays and Saturdays. Most people can stay up later. So that's what we're about to do. All right, Jason Anderson, just seeing if you want back in on Journey. Let's go ahead and make Marillion a buy it now. So we got non-check condition and we got check condition records in here. Awesome. Marillion's a $35 buy it now. That's an original 86 UK gatefold. So we're about to go through new vintage stuff that has never been shown before. And of course, if you've been following our post and what I've been posting that Paul's been buying, it has been quite incredible what has came out of these collections in Kentucky and New Jersey and Pennsylvania. It is awesome. Order your food. I have already done that. No, I won't have to break tonight. I've already had Demas's ordered, and I accidentally reordered an order from last week, which we were ordering for multiple people. So I actually have like 3 Demas's meals. I hit checkout, and I really didn't even look, and it was like $58. And I was like, what have I bought? And it was like 3 Demas's meals. So I've got plenty of food. I got enough for today and tomorrow. Journey is sold for $45 to Tim Floyd. All righty, so let's see what's first in here. 2 records and new auctions. Little Feat, Sailing Shoes, VG Plus condition, $17.99 for Little Feat, and Roosevelt Socks in Europe. Roosevelt Socks is EX condition, $21.99. All right, so let's see what I still have over here. Boy, that was a big lightning strike. I'm right here by the front door. That was wild. Probably about to hear some loud thunder. There's a little bit of it. Okay, next auction. We have Keel and Metallica going up. Keel and Metallica. So this is Metallica hardwired to self-destruct. This is a sealed copy. This one's tough. It looks just like the reissue that's in print. However, it's also almost identical to the ones that came out in 2016. You have to open it sometimes to find out. So buy it as if it's a reissue. It's sealed. It's a $25 start on Metallica, hardwired. And then this is Keel. Keel is a 1985 USOG EMW press. It's a VG Plus copy. It's a $15 start. $15 start. New vintage stuff right now. We have Roxette, the look. Roxette's an EX condition, $9.99. And Pretty Boys and Pretty Girls, Tubular Bells, Book of Love. That's EX condition, $9.99. And Oingo Boingo, Nothing to Fear, VG condition, $29.99. Oingo Boingo, Nothing to Fear, VG, $29.99. Travis Wade gets Roxette. Javi Soto, you're second. Now we're going into the non-check condition. So those were only check condition there. These are non-check condition. Placebo, so these are all EX plus Near minus. Placebo, Black Market Music. That's a 2019, $29.99 on Placebo. And Delbert McClinton, Shotgun Rider, Shaky Ground, The Jealous Kind. That is $9.99. All right, give me 1 second over here. And okay, so let me see what's going on now. So Roxette went to Travis, Javi second. Metallica's on black vinyl. We sold a red vinyl earlier. That's on black. And then we have Travis Wade on BOL. BOL was Book of Love. That's sold to Travis Wade. You can count on Travis to be buying some 80s stuff for sure. Tim Zarnota bid 15 on Keel. Mike Burson third on Roxette. Jerry Conklin fourth. Marshall Bassett wants Pinto, but he meant Oingo. Pinto Beans. That's sold to Marshall Bassett. Hiram also bid 15 on Keel. Now it's at 20. Hattori Hanzo but PL for Placebo. Keel at 18, Keel at 20, and Keel at 25, Keel at 27. Final call to get a bid in on the Metallica. And like I said, I'm not for sure exactly what version, but that is a $25 start. All right. Now, new auction. Somebody said Iron Maiden's first album. I've got 2 Iron Maiden records left for tonight that I have ready, and I may slip in some surprises. Let's see here. And then I have some other stuff here that I don't have ready. I'm going to try to do all the stuff I have ready first, because this stuff that I don't have ready, I don't want to mess up anything, because I don't want to tell you the wrong version or miss a condition. Some of these pricey. I don't mind throwing up sealed stuff that's not prepared, but the stuff that has to be cleaned and checked, a little bit different story. Let me read what's in the auction bin, though. Iron Maiden, John Lennon, Led Zeppelin, Emmylou Harris, Eric Steele, Van Halen, Led Zeppelin, Bob Seger, Men at Work, Led Zeppelin, Van Halen, Bob Seger, Jeffria, however you say that, Styx, Michael Schenker, J.J. Gray and Mofro, Whitesnake, Deep Purple, Kiss, Visitor, Van Halen, and Anthrax. Let's do Anthrax, I'm the Man, a 12-inch single. Anthrax, I'm the Man. So, first, Metallica's a $25 buy it now. No, we have a bid. My bad. Josie has it for $25. Going twice, going 3 times. Going twice, going 3 times. Plus, I need to plug up my phone right quick. Let me go ahead and do this. My bad. Metallica had a bid. I'm sorry, Shane and Scott. Josie has it for $25. So let's make that a final call. She bid while I had walked away. So that's a final call. And then here's Anthrax, a 1987 promo 12-inch single. A promo 12-inch single. It is extremely nice. I'm the Man and Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. I forgot they do that one. $20 start on that. So extremely nice. I'm the Man and Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. It is in the original jacket, Island. It's in the original company jacket, Island. It does have a notch right there. That's Anthrax, $20 start. So Metallica is getting new bids. So is Anthrax. And Keel is a final call. We had a $30 bid with Tim Zarnota. Sheldon bid $28. Sheldon bid $32. And that's where we're at. We're at $32. Now, let me go back over to the bin and let me read you some stuff that's not prepared, okay? And I don't want to be a tease, but some of these may be mixed in tonight. They'll definitely be shown tomorrow. Pearl Jam, Queen, Tokyo Blade, Alcatraz, Paul Di'Anno's Battlezone, La Merter, Death Race 2000, Tallis, Zebra, Iron Maiden, Brian Johnson, Iron Maiden, Fate, John Clemmer, and Salushi. And then there's another crate on the counter that I need to bring over here and do some teasing as well. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, I got to find some water here in a second too. Looks like all 3 auctions have new bids except Anthrax. We have a tie on Anthrax. Let's get back to the vintage stuff. We have Donna Fargo, my second album. I don't recall ever seeing that before. It looks foreign. Is this foreign? That's why. It's a German press. Donna Fargo, $9.99. I Am God, Not Man. Mother Angelica and her nuns sing for you. This is $9.99. Mad Sin, Survival of the Sickest, and Explosive Hellbilly Heaven. That is sealed $17.99. The Lonesome River Band, Looking for Yourself, that's sealed $14.99. And Quarter Flash, Take Another Picture. Quarter Flash is $9.99. Crystal Silence, Gary Burton and Chick Corea on the ECM label, $19.99. I'm going to take a drink of water. Sorry, I was in great need of water. I took care of that. I was trying to find it earlier. I have located it. Dwayne Caldwell on nuns. Dwayne Caldwell has just bought some nuns. And then MS was Mad Sin. That's sold to Greg Brown. Fred Carnell was second on that record. Marshall Bassett on Quarter Flash. And then we have, that's still available. Now, let's update all 3 auctions. Keel, I'm showing Tim Zornoda at $35. Sheldon, you're out. He says he's out, so Tim has that for $35. Final call. Metallica was sealed, unknown version. It is black vinyl. Josie had it for $30. Josie has it for $30. That's a final call. And then Anthrax, I'm the Man, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath promo. We had a bid for $20 and a bid for $20. John Oliver, you were second. You never did say in or out again, but I've got to go ahead and sell it to the first bidder, Mike Burson, unless you bid. Paula, you were second to the nuns. We have Buddy Rich, class of 78, recorded direct to disc. That is $9.99. Buddy Rich, class of 78, Restless Heart, Wheels, $9.99. Billy Vera and the Beaters by request. Billy Vera is sealed $14.99. And Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, Uncle Charlie, $14.99. Ruthless People soundtrack is $19.99. And True Blue, Tina Brooks, $34.99. $34.99. Okay, we have Fireballs of Freedom, Total Effing Blowout. It says premium, high quality, 180 gram vinyl, sealed, $14.99. Donna wants Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. That is sold to Donna. So John Oliver has Anthrax at $21. That means Mike Burson, let me know if you want back in. Larry Smith wants Restless Heart. And then I see Josie out of Metallica, so there must have been a new bid. Yep, Michael Peevler at $31, and that means we can sell Tim Zornoda Keel for $35. And Larry Smith also wants LRB. That was, LRB was Lonesome River Band. Is that right, Larry Smith? He also wants Lonesome. He got Restless Heart, Lonesome River Band, and also DF. And DF was Donna Fargo. Wow, that's 3 in a row for Larry. Sold. We're about to sell Metallica for $31, and Anthrax is a final call for $21. $31 and $21 on those. Let me go ahead and get the next one. Iron Maiden. I'm multitasking all of a sudden again. So, we have Metallica, $32. That's a new bid. And BR sold to Hattori Hanzo. BR was Buddy Rich. That's sold to Hattori Hanzo. We have Seegers. Let me grab a Seeger. First, let me sell Anthrax for $21. And that is sold to John Oliver for $21. Hey, what's this place? Are those old-timey records? These are old-timey records. People still come in the store and they'll say, I hear vinyl's back. Y'all sell records? And my mom will kind of look around like, are these people joking? Look at this store. There's records everywhere. But people still come in here and be like, do y'all still sell records? People still buy those? Or here's the famous one. I've been hearing it for 5 years. I hear vinyl's coming back. Yeah. What, do you live in a cave? It's back. It's been back. I don't think it ever left. Bob Seger, Smoking OPs. This is an 80s pressing. It's an 80s reissue. Green Capel label, SRC, EX copy, $25 start. Bob Seger, Smoking OPs. This is a $25 start. EX. That album's not in print. It's never been reissued. You can't stream it. It's actually not too easy to get the CD either. We have Metallica, $33. This is Metallica, Hardwired. Michael Peveler is at $33. Danny, you're out. Just waiting for you to bid again if you want on that. Back to the vintage pre-owned bin. We have Donald Byrd, Slow Drag. Donald Byrd is $34.99. Donald Byrd is $34.99. Urban Outfitters exclusive of Floor Future Shine. That is sealed, $29.99. Purple vinyl. And the 4 mile, what's that say? I hesitated there. Farquhar, the formal female. J.W. Farquhar, the formal female. And that is sealed, $24.99. Black Bob Seger's at $25. Danny's back in on the sealed metallic at $35. Michael Peveler, you're out. We have Gypsy Symphony, Wendy Waldman. That's a sealed copy for $14.99. And the Jackson's Torture. I've never seen that before. Is that a single? That's a 12-inch single, I think. $11.99. Torture, 12-inch dance mix. Yeah, $11.99. All right. We have Dark Star, Into the Heartland. This is sealed, $29.99. That's a Canadian prog psych record. Dark Star. And we have Jazz Mataz, an experimental fusion of hip-hop and jazz, $29.99. Yeah, John that works here, I'll tell him all the time, I was like, man, it's amazing, like people still wanting some of these same records over and over. I was like, we're selling the heck out of Kiss stuff and REO Speedwagon. He's like, that's actually insane because in about the year 2000, people were throwing that kind of stuff away because they thought it was useless. And I was like, well, that's why it's valuable all of a sudden. Anytime anybody starts throwing something away, VHS tapes is the prime example. Now they're becoming extremely valuable and a collectible. So anytime you start seeing somebody throwing something out like, get rid of all these DVDs. Get rid of all these VHS tapes. Nobody wants these old records anymore. Give it about 20 years and they're going to be the most hottest collectible on earth. Just wait for it. It will happen. It will happen, I promise. We have Black Sabbath at $27. Black Sabbath. Bob Seger. Anytime I see BS, I think Black Sabbath. Bob Seger, $30. And then Shakedown wants Torture. That was this right here. Joe Barrios wants Jamataz. Bob Seger, $31.32. And Metallica. Are we done on this yet? This has went back and forth. Michael's out. That's sold to Danny for $35. Okay, and then I had an Iron Maiden record right over here. Somewhere in Time. This is a 1986 USOG, an SRC press with the original inner sleeve. It's in VG Plus condition. A $45 start. $45 start. It's an 86 USOG, original inner sleeve, not a club, Somewhere in Time. $45 start. $45 start. Marbles. Oh, some marbles sell for thousands of dollars. Marbles. Oh my gosh. I had a guy with a collection one time. I helped him broker to an auction house. He had marbles worth hundreds of dollars. It was insane. We have Iron Maiden at $45, and Bob Seger is at $35 on Smoking OPs. I'm going to finish the rest of this bottle of water. It's like I can't get enough of it. Then I need a new energy drink. I'm going to mute my mic for 5 seconds. Whew, feeling better. Now it's time for a monster. Iron Maiden has one bid for $45. Black Sabbath is a final call for $30. At this point, it's Black Sabbath. At this point, it's Black Sabbath, folks. It's actually Bob Seger. It's an early 80s reissue of Smoking OPs. All right, so we have Little Feet Sailing Shoes, VG Plus condition, $17.99. Roosevelt Socks, EX condition, $21.99. Delbert McClinton, $9.99. No condition notes. Crystal Science, Gary Burton Chick Corea, $19.99. ECM label, Billy Vera and the Beaters by request. That's in shrink wrap. Excuse me, that is sealed. $14.99. Ruthless People soundtrack, $19.99. The Blue, there's nothing in here that says Train. True Blue, Tina Brooks, $34.99. We have Fireballs of Freedom, Total Effing Blowout, sealed, $14.99. And Donald Byrd is still available, Slow Drag. And that is that a Tone Poet? I'm not for sure, but it's definitely new, big, thick jacket, $34.99. Michael Nath on Roosevelt Socks, that is sold. And this bin is really full. Let me swap out bins right quick. That crate is full. It's about time to go through some half-off stuff, so I wouldn't go anywhere. Do not go anywhere. We're about to start doing some half-off stuff. It's about that time of the night. Charlie DeFrank on Delbert McClinton. That is sold to Charlie DeFrank. That is gone. And we have next, we have Floor Future Shine, sealed, purple vinyl, $29.99. And this was an odd record. This was J.W. Farquhar, The Formal Female, sealed, $24.99. That's very odd looking. And then Wendy Wallman was sealed, $14.99. And then Dark Star was sealed, $29.99. Mark Lynn on Donald Byrd. That's sold to Mark Lynn. All right, so this is sold. Oh, wow. Another single bid OG Iron Maiden record, this time to Kevin Cassidy for $45. $45 on that. Okay, and then Bob Seger. Bob Seger is moving to a final call again. Mike Cochran's out, and that is to Danny Thomason for $36. $36 on that. So I have a theory about collectibles, and most of it is called the 30-year cycle. And that's because people who hit their 30s typically start earning money for the first time in their life, and they become interested in buying back collectibles of their childhood. So right now, the new hottest collectible is a lot of stuff from the 90s. Pokemon video games, Nintendo video games sealed, VHS. Stuff from the 90s, all of a sudden people's trying to buy back. It happened. There was already a boom in the 80s, the 70s stuff, and then it just gets more valuable because people tend to get older. They seem to get more collectible, or they start later, or they have even more money to spend. So it becomes a deeper cycle. More people get more interested. More people become deeper collectors, and it just this vicious cycle. Stuff becomes more, it's just like Kiss stuff. You know, Kiss stuff started really becoming collectibles in the 90s, right? You think about Kiss collectibles, I kind of researched this with the Kiss conventions in the 90s and the early 2000s. And then since then, it's just become more valuable, more collectible, harder to find, more valuable. And it's just become this cycle. So it all starts with the boom after 30 years. People get their jobs, they can make money, and all of a sudden they want to get their childhood back. And then everything from that era becomes more and more valuable. So baseball cards, comic books, cassette tapes, everything. And then it's the same thing. They're not going to get cheaper. The stuff rarely gets cheaper. It just keeps getting more expensive because more and more collectors enter the market. So that's the rundown of the cycle of collectibles. So I'll legitimately tell people, I would buy it while you can. It's not a sales pitch. It's typically like, you better go ahead and start now. So, okay. There are new record collectors entering the market every day. I mean, we'll have people, they'll buy from us and they'll say, I just started collecting. Like, I've got 25 records. I just started. What should I buy next? And the good thing about vinyl is this is great music. That's one reason all this is popular. This stuff cannot be replicated. There is some amazing music out there, going back to the 50s, the 60s, definitely late 60s, early 70s for me, all through the 80s, the 90s. That's why all the stuff from the 90s is so valuable. All the alternative rock and the grunge, already tough to find, and now that generation is all wanting it on vinyl. It is so difficult to get. All right, and we have Bob Seger, and this is sold to Danny Thomason for $36. All right, next two auctions. So we have Led Zeppelin 3. Led Zeppelin 3. This is a, I've lost the sticky note. This is a, let me check the label here. This is Led Zeppelin 3. This is a 1977 press. Seth said no issue, but that's probably, or no year. It's probably a 1977 press. Led Zeppelin 3. It's a CRC club. It's a gatefold with shrink wrap, and that is a $25 start. It's about a VG Plus copy. I believe it's a 77 press, VG Plus, $25 start, and this is Bob Seger 7. Bob Seger is a repress on this orange capital label. It's about a VG Plus. It's a Jacksonville, and it's a $20 start. And it comes with a receipt. From what year? It was bought somewhere in Maine. I bet this is from a back in 2021. $25 start. Seth said there's a receipt included. Bob Seger, that is a $20 start on that. Okay, so let's go back to the top. This is going to be a half-off bin. We're about to do a half-off bin. So essentially, $25 and $20 start on Led Zeppelin and Seger. Make sure I didn't miss any claims. Did I get that Donald Byrd record? Let me make sure I pulled that Donald Byrd from the last bin. I'm almost positive I did. Yeah, I've already pulled Donald Byrd. Okay, that's sold. And then we have, let's see here. I'll take all your baseball cards, Led Zeppelin info. I buy nothing collectible. Technically, they are all collectible. Some people don't like me. I've gotten beef before for me calling records collectibles. But I'm like, well, I hate to tell you, but they are. I don't know. Some people get aggressive over that. You can still listen to them. They just are a collectible at this point. Yes. We're going through a half-off bin. This is a half-off bin. The price I'll tell you is the half-off price. Okay? So if I tell you the price, that's the half-off price. I just randomly grabbed this. This should be a good one. Hope everybody's ready. $25 and $20 starts on those. Tom Cruise, Maverick, Top Gun soundtrack, white vinyl, now just $16.50. We're starting with a great first bin, $16.50. That is on white vinyl, and it's sealed. Top Gun soundtrack. Paul McCartney, Venus and Mars, VG Plus condition, $9. Venus and Mars, VG Plus, $9. Bubba on Top Gun. Should be a great half-off bin here to start the half-off discount section. Joni Mitchell, Ladies of the Canyon. Joni Mitchell is an EX condition, $9. The soundtrack to Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, that's EX condition, $9. And Full Moon is EX condition, $9. All right, I can't spend any more time on these. We have way too many to go through. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, my feed just like loaded. Whoa, that was wild. Dang. All right, so we have Zeppelin. I was about to make them buy it now. None of those comments had come in. I don't know if y'all saw what just happened there. Led Zeppelin 25, Led Zeppelin 30. I got disconnected from Facebook for a while. Led Zeppelin 32, Led Zeppelin 35. Davey got Top Gun. Davey was second on Top Gun. Jamie third. And then Hattori Hanzo on JM. Joni Mitchell. That's so Hattori Hanzo and Bill Stewart want Full Moon. Let me start over on that bin because my feed was lagging there. That hardly ever happens on my end. Paul McCartney, Venus and Mars is VG Plus, $9. We have Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid soundtrack, EX, $9. And I'll go ahead and show a new one, The Arrogance, No Time to Wait. The Arrogance is sealed, a 2015 Garage, $12.50. So Led Zeppelin, what I believe is a 77 club copy. It's in VG Plus condition. Haley Creeder has it for $32. That's a final call. And so far, Bob Seger does not have a bid. We're looking for a $20 start. And yes, I think Facebook, it is pouring rain in Lebanon. When that happens, our connection is usually whack. So it's whack right now. So you may lose us every now and then. Let me check on something. Let me mute my mic for 1 second. Led Zeppelin's at $32. Haley, you. Okay. I've done everything I can. James Black Sabbath. Bob Seger's a $20 start. Okay. Cruising, music from the original motion picture soundtrack. Cruising is a 1980 US. That is $17.50. Unchain My Heart, Making Time. That is now $15. That's a mod record, a 1988 German, $15. Jerry Conklin wants P, and that is for Paul McCartney. Is that right, Jerry? I'm going to go ahead and sell it to you. And then we have The Windows, Running Alone. The Windows is an 87 New Wave record, $10 on that. James Goggin put Bob. Bob is a $20 start, and Reed Greger would just be at Robert Warner on Cruising. And Led Zeppelin is a final call for $32 with Haley Creeder. $32 with Haley Creeder. The Guitar Greats, Glenn Campbell, Mason Williams, Joe Maphis, James McGuinn, and Billy Strange. That's in VG Plus condition, $5. Chris Knapp gets The Windows. That's sold to Chris Knapp. The McCoys, Human Ball, a promo copy, VG condition, a yellow label promo. That's interesting. $7.50 on the McCoys, VG vinyl. John Mayall is EX condition, $11.50. No, just $11. $11. It's $21.99. EX, $11 on that. Jerry Conklin put P again. I'm assuming that was for Paul McCartney. Donna gets the McCoys, and Led Zeppelin is sold for $32 to Haley Creeder. VG Plus copy of Led Zeppelin 3. John Barry wants the Guitar Greats record. Glenn Campbell, that is sold. I think Tony Wade got it first. Cruising. His comment may have not come through. Oh, there it is. Yeah, he is first. Tony Wade got Cruising. Let me fix that one. This is sold to Tony Wade and not Robert Warner. That is sold to Tony Wade and not Robert Warner there, Cruising. All right, and then Jetstream, you were second to Glenn Campbell, I believe, and Bob Seger has new bids. Okay, so let me pause there. Hopefully everything can kind of level out now with the connection. First, I'm going to put up another Iron Maiden single, and I'm pretty sure we had this one earlier. And let me grab this Whitesnake record. We're going through a half-off band, and it should be a good one. So if everybody's watching on that, not Tony Wade, Travis Wade. Travis Wade, let me fix that again. Travis Wade got the Cruising soundtrack. Now, Bob Seger is called 7. It is technically a repress, but no year listed on Discogs. It's a VG Plus copy. And this is a $22 bid with James Goggin. A $22 bid with James Goggin. VG Plus. Everybody else is out. Everybody else is out on those. Let me clean up my sticky notes here because I have got a pile of sticky notes. I'll do that in a second. Let me show some more records. I'm sure y'all want... Ooh, this is now just $30 off an original Fritz the Cat soundtrack. That's now just $30. It was $59.99. I Brute Force, Confections of Love. That's EX edition, $9. That's a comedy rock album in mono from 1967. One more, Twist with B.B. King. A 1963 pressing, VG Plus condition, $7.50. Let me go get a drink out of the fridge, and it is pouring rain. So yeah, y'all are lucky probably to have a decent connection, but just something about the storms that really screws with our Wi-Fi here. We're on fiber now though. I've got 5 gig fiber from DTC. I'm paying $289 a month for it. So I promise I've done everything on my end for good internet. We're now paying close to $300 a month for 5 gig fiber here. We've got the best of the best internet that's offered anywhere in this area. So if there's a problem with internet, I promise it's not us. All right, there's B.B. King, and that is sold to Jetstream. Now, Bob Seger's at $30 of Jared McLaughlin. Danny is out, and everybody else. Jetstream got B.B. King. Danny was second. Mike Burson. James Goggins out on Bob Seger. And we have Iron Maiden. We had one of these earlier. 1980 UK. I guess Starlink would be the next best thing. Yeah, satellite. 1980 UK. 12-inch, 45 RPM. A very strong VG Plus. There's only one for sale in the United States right now, and it's in G condition. This is a nice VG Plus, Women in Uniform Invasion, and Phantom of the Opera. That is a $35 start. $35 start. And Bob Seger is a final call to Jared McLaughlin for $30. Danny, let me know if you want back in. Dark Star from the previous bin. I don't think it's a reissue. No, it's a sealed original Canadian prog psych album, $29.99. All righty. Yeah, it is like flash flooding here almost. Going through a half off bin. First, we have Tags or Tags, Tages. That is a 65 Swedish import garage album, only $5. Only $5 on that. Coffin Nails, A Fistful of Burgers, a Psychobilly album, 88 UK, $5. VG Condition, $5. Bob Frank, that is an outsider folk country. VG Plus, $15. Chris Knapp wants the tags here. Chris Knapp first on Coffin Nails. Greg Brown second. Bob Seger, 31. Bob Seger, 32. Bob Seger, 33. New Bidder. Iron Maiden at 40. Jesse Ed Davis, Keep 'em Coming. That's a 73 Santa Maria. Now just $20. It was $39.99. This is a bin of recent records. That's why some of these are like instantly selling. This is relatively new stuff. It's called a blowout bin. It's stuff that I shouldn't be discounting, but I am, to get some stuff sold. Doc Star, that is sold to Cove Osbury for $29.99. Make sure that goes in for sticker. That was a new release. Chris Knapp on Jesse Davis, that's sold. Bob Seger, 35. And Iron Maiden is a final call to Robert Phillippe. Chris Bryant, let me know if you want back in. He's back in. Chris is at 43. We have Rough Diamond, EX Condition, $6.50. Rough Diamond, $6.50. Happy Trails, Quicksilver Messenger Service, VG Condition, $5. And we have Life's a Riot Act, Billy Bragg. That is an 85 US, $14 on that. Next is an 81 US Private Press prog album. That is sealed. That is $17.50. $17.50. Iron Maiden's at 45. Jared McLaughlin on RD. RD was Rough Diamond, so did Jared McLaughlin. Donna put Quicksilver, so did Donna. Reed Gregory on Billy Bragg. Craig was next, then Shakedown, and then Jim Burns, Burning. Jim Burns is an 81 Canadian Blues. That is $6. John Barry second on Quicksilver. The Vindictives and Leave Home on Spine Tingling, Long Playing Vinyl. That's sealed. Now $12.50, a 98 US Punk, possibly on brown colored vinyl, $12.50 on that. Chris is out on Iron Maiden. Final call to Robert Phillippe for $45. And Bob Seger, Danny's out. That's a final call for $35 to Jared McLaughlin. We're about to sell that. Jared Conklin wants TA. TA was possibly something we've already sold. TA is possibly something we've already sold. The John Coulter Band. John Coulter Band, that's sealed, an 84 Power Pop album, $10. GB is sold to Jetstream. That was, what is this record here? Star, Memories Never Die. That's this record here. Let me figure out what GB was. That wasn't the Vindictives or Jim Burns. Or no, or that, or that, or that, or that, or that, or that. I'm not for sure on TA or GB. And then we have another one of the, that's what I just showed. That was John Coulter. And then Goodnight Loving, Cemetery Trails. That is sealed, $7.50, a 2006 US country rock garage album. $7.50. That's for Jim Burns. That's right here. This is sold to Jetstream for $6. Okay, let's put up some new auctions. Iron Maiden is sold to Robert Phillippe for $45. Let me go ahead and tag that. I'm going to go ahead and show a few more records, though. That's sold to Robert for $45. We have Starlight Depression, Go Kill Mice, $7.50, a sealed copy, a 2000 garage, most likely on orange vinyl, Paul says. Chance, R&B Live 66, the Stage Door tapes. It's $15 now. It's a 60s garage band from New Zealand. $15 on that. Chris Knapp says Goodnight Loving. That was the country rock album. That's sold to Chris Knapp. And then that was his second comment. And then Star is sold to Chris Knapp. And we have Bob Seger. That is sold to Jared McLaughlin for $35. Okay, that's sold for $35. Next auction is right over here. It's a hat on cue. And Chance is sold to Michael Knapp. Chris Knapp was second. One more record. Sex Clark 5, Strum and Drum, an 87 US rock album, sealed. $17.50. How about one more? Long John Baldry, A Touch of the Blues, VG Plus, $12.50 and 88 Canadian. Next auction is Whitesnake Live. It's actually a Japanese pressing, a 1980 Japanese pressing, EX Plus condition. It does have the insert, $25 start on Whitesnake, live in the heart of the city. That is a $25 start. Next, and this is the Fraternity of Man. Get it on. The Fraternity of Man is EX condition, $11.50. Let me go ahead and change my mic. I'm going to turn it off and swap them out. When I do that, it's like a pit stop. It's like, how fast can I do it? Okay, let's go back to the top. Star, Chance. It's Star, Ringo. No, it's not. And it's Soul, Chad. Whitesnake 25, Whitesnake 25. Fred Neil, Little Bit of Rain. Fred Neil is a 1970 Terre Haute. VG condition, $5. And Subsonics is sealed, $12.50 at 98 Garage. Blue vinyl on that. Let's see what else we got going on here. Give me 1 second. Okay, so next is John Lennon Imagine, and I got a sealed Led Zeppelin 4, which I think is a Walmart exclusive. Let me bring these over right quick. Chris Knapp wants Subsonics. We're going through a half-off bin, just FYI. Next is Joe Walsh, recorded live. VG Plus, $7.50. Joe Walsh, recorded live. McAnally, that's now just $7.50. I remember when somebody wanted to make an offer on that, and I was like, oh, they're all sticker price right now, but we can talk later. And now, guess what? It's half off. We have the Sleepwalkers, Will Walk All Over You, a 99 Garage album. That's in mono, $12.50. And the Manhattan Transfer Extensions, a UK import, no condition notes. Now, Whitesnake had bids for 25 and 25. Michael Peveler is first. Alonzo, you came in second, so he still has that. Let me know if you want in higher for 25. Chris Knapp got Subsonics. Donna wants Joe. That's for Joe Walsh. Then Reed Gregory, then Michael Peveler. Next auction is John Lennon, Imagine. Imagine is a 71 or a 1973. You really can't tell unless you have the Obi. So this is either 71 or 73. It is a VG Plus EX record by Japanese standards. Original inner sleeve. There's the insert. Just a $15 start on that. Imagine All the People. Whitesnake has a new bid for 30 with Alonzo, Michael Peveler, you're out. We have Linda Ronstadt's Greatest Hits. That's now $10. And the Sabacas Flamenco Fever. That is $5. Sabacas Flamenco Fever. Okay. So, 1 pack of inner sleeves. Larry Smith wants a pack of inner sleeves. Larry Smith wants a pack of inner sleeves. I'm actually going to bring those over tonight. I'm going to go ahead and put them. In the crate just so they'll have some extras back there when they get shifted around. But I got to talk to them about restocking these and making sure they're back there. Or I'm going to show them and I'm going to set them off to the side. These are MoFi. I'm not going to put them in the crate, Melanie or whoever watches the sale. So Larry Smith, if anybody else wants a pack, these are MoFi inner sleeves. We'll start a list right now. They're packs of 50. I just got a whole new case in, $26.99. So we have Mike Torres on LR, Linda Ronstadt, then Tony Lewis, and John Barry wants flamenco. That's so to John Barry. All right, and then Whitesnake got a new bid, and Michael Peveler went out. Let's sell that Alonzo for 30. And Tony Lewis, you were second on Linda Ronstadt. I'm going to make this a quick buy now. A quick buy now, just $15 on the Japanese John Lennon. By Japanese standards, like I said, probably a VG Plus record. $15 buy now. JK wants a pack of inner sleeves. So 2 people, Larry Smith and JK, 15 on John Lennon. Manhattan Transfer coming out, $7.50. Coliseum Rock Stars, that's $10. DK Evans gets John Lennon, then Preston Rose, then Charlie DeFrank, then Matt Lawson, then Reed Gregory. Rodney Crowell, Ain't Living Long Like This. Rodney Crowell was $10, and Lacey J. Dalton, 16th Avenue, $5 on that. Ooh, this isn't a Walmart exclusive, and it's not sealed either. It's a 1975 repress. Led Zeppelin, a 1975 repress. It's a Presswell press. It does have the inner sleeve. It's still in shrink wrap. There's the lyrics of Stairway to Heaven. There's the mention of Sandy Denny. Every once in a while, I'll just get a kick on a random Led Zeppelin song. And my recent kick has been the Battle of Evermore. I just think that is so incredible to listen to. I've heard it so many times, I'm sure everybody else. But when you all really get into it and read the lyrics along with it, you hear Sandy Denny's voice, Robert Plant, my mind just blows up again. VG condition on the vinyl. VG condition on the vinyl, a 75 press, $15 start. Paula wants Stars, Coliseum Rock. We're going through a half-off bin. There's Led Zeppelin. Let me grab another auction as soon as I show Michael Denner, The Great Pretender. That's $7.50. Jack Bruce, Bill Lord, and Robin Trower. That equals BLT. No condition notes. The cover does have some damage. $7.50 for BLT. And Mod Meeting, Richard Kent Style versus St. Louis Union. That's an unofficial press. $10 start on that. $10 start on that. Let's grab this Emmylou Harris. And let's do this Japanese Jafria. All right. So there's Zeppelin, Final Call. And then Emmylou Harris with Spy Boy live in Germany. This is a 2011 unofficial. An EX copy, a $20 start on that. Donna wants BLT. That's so to Donna. Moving on in the half-off bin. Faster we can go through this one, the faster I can show another one. Circus World soundtrack. VG condition, $7.50. Pillow Talk featuring Sylvia, VG plus $9. Jay Giles Live is EX condition, $11. And Chris Christopherson, Surreal Thing, $7.50. Actually, there's one more. This is Simon & Garfunkel, Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme. VG condition, $7.50, original label. All right, so we have Chris Knapp wants the Mod Meeting. That is right back here, so to Chris Knapp. And we have Mike Burson's in on Emmylou Harris at 20, and Robert Philippi wants KK. That's Chris Christopherson. I can't believe I'm doing this, but Led Zeppelin's a buy it now for $15. A 75 VG copy, $15 buy it now on Led Zeppelin 4. If anybody wants that, you can pick it up right now. JK is quick on the draw. That's sold to JK for $15. Since I've been participating, that is the number one Led Zeppelin y'all sell the most of. Oh, for sure. Well, it's the fourth best-selling album of all time. So there's a lot of copies of it. There's millions, and there should be millions and millions of them. But what there's not millions and millions of are the first presses, Monarchs, in near mint condition. That's what everybody is looking for. All righty. So here is what I couldn't pronounce earlier. This Japanese pressing of Jafria. This is an 85 US, or excuse me, an 85 Japanese OG, not US, OG Japanese. Extremely near mint with Obi, $25 start. So the Led Zeppelin went to JK, Robert Philippi, Matt Lawson, Jason Jones, Michael Peveler, Donna, Ken Highstand, Andrew Eisensmith, Joseph Singbell, and Paula. 9 people on backup. As you can see, even though it's a multi-platinum album, there's a lot of people who still need it. There's a lot of people who still need that for their collection. This Rodney Crowell is sold to Chris Waller. That is sold to Chris Waller. Let's run through this bin one more time. Emmylou Harris at 25. I was just about to sell that. The high bid was Mike Burson for 20. Debbie's at 25. Jafria is a $25 start. Japanese pressing. All right. Now, I'm going to run through the half-off stuff very quickly one more time, and then I'm going to grab another one, which I think I can go through. Let me find. I don't know which one to go through next. I'll find something. Let's go through these fast. Butch Cassidy soundtrack. Burt Bacharach music. EX edition, $9. The Arrogant, sealed, $12.50. Unchain My Heart, Making Time, $15. John Mayall, $11. Fritz the Cat, somebody asked earlier, I forgot to answer them. 72 OG, $30 off makes it $30. We have I Brute Force, Confessions of Love. Bob Frank was $15. Confessions of Love was EX, $9. The Vindictives was sealed, $12.50. The John Coulter Band was sealed, $10. We got one of those. This is Star, Memories Never Die, sealed, $17.50. There's another John Coulter band. I thought I had 2 of those. And then Sex Clark 5 is also sealed, $17.50. Let's go ahead and sell the Emmylou Harris to Debbie for $25. And Jafria has a new bid with Jason for $26. Long John Baldry, VG Plus $12.50. The Fraternity of Man, Get It On, EX Edition $11.50. Fred Neal, VG $5. We have Mac McAnally, $7.50 on that. We have the Sleepwalkers, $12.50 on the Sleepwalkers. Manhattan Transfer, $7.50. Extensions. Manhattan Transfer coming out, $7.50. Lacey J. Dalton, $5. No Condition Oats. Michael Dinner, $7.50. Soundtrack to Circus World, VG $7.50. Sylvia, Pillow Talk, VG Plus $9. Jay Giles is EX $11.50. And Simon & Garfunkel is VG $7.50. Tony Lewis wants Mac McAnally. That is sold to Tony Lewis. Jafria's at $30. Do you still have Slayer, Diabolus America, or Diabolus Music? Let's see. I've got Yes, Gentle Giant, Genesis, Megadeth, Bon Jovi. If I do have Slayer, it's going to be back here. There's the Wasp albums. There's the Queensryche albums. Okay, that's leftovers from those 2 nights. The other most recent stuff is right over here behind me. I should have several Slayer restocks. There's a Treyu. I did some condensing the other night, though. I did some serious condensing to get all this. I didn't realize how much we sold. That's why I've ordered so much lately. That's in this bin with the, I know where that's at. That's in this bin. Yeah, that's in here with the Dragon Ball Zs, Misfits, Deftones, Fish, Black Flag, Ray Charles. Yeah, it's in this bin. They should be. Right here. This is right here, $33.99. $33.99. If you want to just say sold, McAnally, Jafria $30.32. Debbie Lassiter on MM. MM was Debbie Lassiter's MM was, did I already pull that? What was MM, Debbie Lassiter? Or to somebody, that was Mac McAnally, so you're second. Michelle Miller wants Circus World. Long John Baldry, Larry Smith. Long John Baldry was VG Plus, $12.50, a 1980 Canadian import. Jafria's at $32. Alonzo is sold on this for $33.99. That's sticker price, of course. All right. Okay. Lacey J. Dalton. Lacey J. Dalton, 16th Avenue, shrink wrap pop sticker, $5, no condition notes. Jerry Conklin, your feed's been behind for quite some time. The high bid on Jafria is $33. You might want to reset or make sure you're on live. I don't know if you're on live. You may be a little behind. That was a great half-off bin. We sold probably 4/5 of everything in there. Let me grab one over here that's also pretty recent. And I'm ready to sell some stuff. Oh, this has all the... Oh, no, this has all the 4th of July records. Let me just skip over all those. I went through them the last time. Let me move the good stuff or the other stuff to the back. Let's take out all that because I know y'all are probably going to buy it. And then I'm going to go through some older stuff that's half off. I've done all the new stuff I can afford to do. So great deals. And then I may bundle all the 4th of July records with somebody, but I think I went through them and we didn't sell any of them the first time. So nobody wants to listen to taps or it's like that marching music, you know, like I guess they would play during the Revolutionary War. The flutes and the taps. Let Freedom Ring, that kind of stuff. All right. Jafria's at 33. Jerry Conklin's in. You have tied Jared McLaughlin. Jared already has it for 33. Larry Smith wants Lacey J. Dalton. Fantastic. We still got plenty of auctions to run. We're going through half-off stuff. And Jafria's at 33. Jafria's at 33. And that's a tie right now. All right, let's do, I haven't done any of these OG-looking Van Halen records. Let's do this. Wow, there's a Love Gun in here. Let's do Love Gun. It's a 77 OG. It is a Pitman press. It has the inner sleeve, no gun. It is a solid VG Plus copy, $25 start. So VG Plus vinyl, original inner sleeve, $25 start. Shock Me. Love Gun, Christine 16. Nice copy. A little bit of wear right there. $25 start. No gun, inner sleeve, VG Plus. I'm finally going to get around to opening this monster, which feels kind of weird. They have no carbonation. This one really doesn't have any carbonation. I gotta sell Jafria really quickly. Jerry, you bid 33 again. Jared already had it for 33. The bid is 33. You've tied him twice now. Kiss has no bid for 25. These are half-off records. Should be some great titles in here. Chris Christopherson, Shake Hands with the Devil, $7.50. Shrink Wrap, no condition notes. Jefferson Airplane Bark, $25 off. It comes with the original brown paper bag. Awesome. Now just $25. There's some no-brainers in here. Sanford and Townsend, $5 on that. We have Corey Hart, Fields of Fire. Corey Hart is sealed, $12.50. $12.50. John Mayall, that is now $12.50. That is some kind of UK or German, French compilation. John Mayall, $12.50. And here's a USA record. This is $5. This is the USA Olympic companion record, essentially. Star Spangled Banner, Star Stripes Forever, and Olympic Fanfare as heard on ABC's telecast of the Olympics Hype Sticker. $5 on that. All right, JD's over on Facebook. Jerry Conklin's on Facebook now, and he's bid $34. So he's back in, and that means that, Jared, you have officially been outbid at $34. Jerry, I hope your Facebook connection's a little bit better. And Mark Lent is in on Kiss at 26. Knights and Satan's Service. Michael Peevler, that means you're out. Michael Nath wants John Mayall. We're going through a half-off bin here. That is so to Michael Nath. We have Elizabeth Taylor in London making her major debut recording on Coplix record. Elizabeth Taylor, 1963, now just $10. Alison Moyet, Alf. Alf is $10. Alison Moyet, Alf. The Beat Farmers, Van Gogh, $12.50. So far, no condition notes on anything in here. The Guess Who, Sewn and Grown in Canada, $10 on the Guess Who. The R&B Bombers. The R&B Bombers is an 87 R&B record. That's $7.50. Paula wants Elizabeth Taylor. That is so to Paula. We have the Five Americans, Early Americans, a 2006 reissue, $11.50. That appears to be a compilation. And Sarita, 1-to-1. Sarita's $10. So on our auctions, I'm waiting for two people. The first person I'm waiting on is Jared McLaughlin on the Jafria. J.D. Conklin has it for $34. And then I'm waiting for Michael Peevler on Kiss. Mark Lynn has it for $26. Unless my Facebook connection has went whack again. I haven't seen Facebook's hung up. I'm still, it's all about to flow in 1 second. I know exactly what's about to happen. I'm still connected, but it's in limbo or something. Yeah, give me 1 second. There's something wrong over on Facebook. Because I was about to say, surely they would have bid again. And there's a lot of stuff not being claimed in here. There it is. Okay, there it is. All right. So, there's some of them at least. Okay, so if I've missed something lately, you might want to send it again. Okay, so... Wow, this is going to be confusing now. So Jafria was at 34, Jerry Conklin. Michael Peevler was at 25 on Kiss, and Mark Limp at 26. So John Mayo went to Michael Nath. Paula got the Elizabeth Taylor. Jared Inc., you were second on John Mayall. Jared bid 35 again on Jafria. Larry Smith on E.T. Elizabeth Taylor. Larry Smith, you're second. Kiss got a bid for 27. Jafria, 37. And then Robert Phillips said he's in on Kiss at 30. Okay. And Jafria's out. I got to sell this in case there's another problem. J.D. Conklin gets this for $37. I know they're still bidding on Love Gun, though. Love Gun is a 77 OG VG Plus condition. We'll say that's at $30 with Robert Philippi. $30. Everybody else is out. J.D. Jerry, you did get the Jafria for $37. Okay. Now, we're going through a half-off bin. And I'm pretty sure Facebook just got hung up, so I don't want to start over, but let me go through a few more. Let me start right here And let's go through a few more. We have, the Beat Farmers Van Gogh, $12.50. The Guess Who, Sown and Grown in Canada, $10. The R&B Bombers, an 87 R&B album, $7.50. The Five Americans was Sealed, $11.50. And then that's where we stop. Sarita, 1-to-1. Sarita is $10. Jimi Hendrix, La Grande Historia del Rock. Hendrix is $12.50. Floyd Westerman, Custer Died for Your Sins. That's a 1969 Native American record. $13.50 for Floyd Westerman. Sleaze, a Billy, Jack Rabbit Slim. That is a 2008 German rockabilly album. $13.50 on that. George Sher wants the Jimi Hendrix. Kiss is at $37. And MFC Chicken, Solid Gravy, a mono, sealed, 2014 UK, $12.50 on that. $12.50 on that. Next is Van Halen. This is Diver Down. It is a 1982 US OG Allied. It has the incorrect inner sleeve. It has an OU812 inner sleeve. It is a VG Plus copy. It's going to be just a $15 start. So it has an inner sleeve, but it's for the wrong album. It has an OU812 inner sleeve. The vinyl is a very clean VG Plus, $15 start on Van Halen. And then MFC Chicken, Chris Knapp on Floyd. And that was this Native American record. That's so to Chris Knapp. Kiss is at $37. Kevin Walker, you're out. And anybody new, if you're done bidding, make sure and let me know by saying out. But once you say out, you can't bid again. But please let me know because that will speed up the auctions. Van Halen, VG Plus copy, $15 start. Jimi Hendrix, another one. Rare Hendrix. In shrink, no condition notes, $15 on Hendrix. Yusef Lateef, Revaluations, the Impulse years, that's an odd word. $17.50, 1973. The Story of Alice in Wonderland with Pinocchio as told by We Folk, a 1977 press, sealed. That is $7.50. Jetstream gets Jimi Hendrix sold to Jetstream. Lonnie Liston Smith, Rejuvenation. That's an 85, $7.50. Van Halen does have a bid with Michael Peevler for $15. Billy Underwood on the Yusef Lateef. Thank you, Billy Underwood. And Victim. Victim is an 85 synth pop record, $7.50. Mrs. Miller's Greatest Hits is $7.50. And Jefferson Airplane, Surrealistic Pillow. Jefferson Airplane is $12.50. Surrealistic Pillow, $12.50 on that. All righty. Let's see what's going on over here. I just got a comment. I need to. These bots start commenting on people's posts on our ads, and we have to block them. Hey there, beautiful. Apologies for dumping this here, but you are beautiful. Will you please send me money? Let me block this guy. I also monitor our comments on our posts live during the sale because it's mostly bots or people phishing our customers and y'all and stuff like that, and I have to block them and take them off. All right, and Rob Bobby wants Jefferson Airplane. That was in stereo, Chris. It's already sold. All right, great deal on Van Halen. Sold to Michael Peevler for $15. And Kiss is at $39 with Mark Lent. Robert Philippi and Kevin Walker are out. Kevin says he's out, so Robert Philippi, it's up to you. VG Plus copy of that, it's at $39 with Mark Lent. Let me grab a new auction. And the reason I'm not finishing that bin, I'll show you why in just a second. Now, we had earlier a 77 reissue of Led Zeppelin. This is a sealed Walmart exclusive of Led Zeppelin 4. The Walmart exclusives includes replica backstage passes, $25 start. $25 start. That is a sealed Walmart exclusive Led Zeppelin 4. So here's what I'm going to do, except for this box set. Let me make a peek. All right, so I've got 4th of July records, and I guess the easiest thing to do is just make them $6.99. And I'm going to show them. I'm just going to read the titles, except for this box set. I'll make it half off. 200 Years of American Heritage. It's now $20. That's a 5-record set. If anybody wants that, it's sealed for $20. And then any of these 4th of July records or American Heritage or American Pride records, I'll do for $6.99. Michael Nath wants the 200 Years. That's sold to Michael for the half off price. Now, I'm just going to read these titles. They're all $6.99. I think most of them were already either $15 or $10. So now they're $7, $6.99. Voices of Freedom, the story of America's citizen soldier in the National Guard, $6.99. That is sealed. It was $14.99. Music for Fifes and Drums, The Spirit of 76, $6.99. We have Proudly They Came to Honor America, and that's got actual artists on it like Janie C. Riley, Bob Hope, The Young Americans, Kate Smith. That is $6.99. That's a 2 LP. Proudly They Came. The Highlights of Our American Heritage, narrated by Edwin Newman. That's $6.99. We have Bicentennial Celebration, American Theater. That is $6.99. America Sings, that has actual artists on it as well. $6.99 on that. There's some of them on the back. Mormon Tabernacle Choir, Andre Kostanalitz. We have O'er the Ramparts We Watched. That is $6.99, narrated by Arthur Godfrey. And America the Beautiful. Johnny Cash is on that one. Mahalia Jackson, Burl Ives, Jerry Vale. That's $6.99. Jetstream wants BI. That's the Bicentennial Celebration. Sell that to Jetstream for $6.99. He also wants O'er the Ramparts We Watched. That's sold to Jetstream for $6.99. Kiss is at $40 of Robert Philippi. And that means, Mark Lent, you're out. Let me know if you want back in. And Led Zeppelin had bids for $25, $25, and $25. So we got a three-way tie. Michael Peveler's on top. Ken Highstand, you're out. Paula, you're out. Let me know if you want to bid again, or if you just want to say out, and we'll go ahead and sell it. My American Heritage, Claire Barton, founder of the Red Cross, $6.99. We have Military Airlift Command, United States Air Force. That is sealed, $6.99. This is the Sound of America. We follow into the bicentennial. That's another thing. Around 1976, there was a lot of bicentennial stuff going around. Records, plates, coins, flags, pictures, prints, books. I'm sure y'all remember a lot of that. We have Let Freedom Ring on Coplix. That's an older record there, $6.99. We got 2 of those, $6.99, and we got 3 of those. Let Freedom Ring. Let Freedom Ring. I don't know how many of those I've seen before. That was a very popular record. That came out in 1963. That's 1963. All right, so he's out on Kiss. So we're about to sell Kiss for $40. And then we have Led Zeppelin 26, 27, 30. Jetstream on AM. And was that American Heritage Jetstream, or was that Spirit of America? There's a lot in here with America. Let me know exactly which one that is. And then Led Zeppelin 30. Then Brent said Spirit. John Barry said Citizen Soldier. And then Susie wants Let Freedom Ring. So we'll see on those. We'll give that a few seconds, though, to make sure Jetstream, he's going to let me know exactly which one he wants. Led Zeppelin's at 30. I'll go ahead and sell Kiss for the winning bid of 40 to Robert Philippi. And we will put up a new auction right quick. Let me do that right now. I'm going to figure out which one of these possibly he wanted, and then let's get a new auction started. So did we sell one? We did sell Van Halen. Here's another one. This is a 1981, another OG Van Halen, Diver Down. This one is complete with inner sleeve. It's another VG Plus record. Original. This one has the inner sleeve. Fair warning. Just a $15 start. VG Plus. Nice jacket. Does have a saw mark. $15 start. Jetstream wanted the Spirit of America. Okay. So that is this one right here. That's sold for $6.99. That means Brent was second. John Barry wants Citizen Soldier. That was one of the first ones here. Citizen Soldier, I think. Hold on a second. I thought it was this one. Yes, this one right here. That's sold to John Barry. And then Susie Breedlove wants a Let Freedom Ring. Sell that to Susie for $6.99. All right, so let's go through the half-off stuff one more time, and then I'll show the American records again. Led Zeppelin is a sealed Walmart exclusive. The high bid is $32 of George Scherer. Van Halen is a pretty solid VG Plus copy, 15, 15, 15, and now 16. That's where we're at on those. Okay, so here's what's left in this half-off stuff, and then we're going to do probably at least 1, maybe 2 more crates tonight. So if you can stay up, if you can keep your eyes open and your fingers moving, that would be fantastic. Here's what's left in here. Chris Christopherson, Shake Hands with the Devil, Nice and Shrink, $7.50. This is a complete Jefferson Airplane bark, which comes in this brown bag. There's the jacket that you usually see because everybody got rid of this brown bag. And it has an insert with it. Now $25. Now $25. Robert Philippi on KK, Chris Christopherson. You missed a claim on YouTube. I did. Well, Paula wanted American Theater, but that's already sold. I don't think I did. Michael Naskus, Jefferson Airplane, that's $25. So those first two are gone. Sanford and Townsend, Smoke from a Distant Fire, that is now $5. Sanford and Townsend. And we have Corey Hart, that's a sealed copy, $12.50. There's the USA Olympic record, $5 on that. We have Allison Moyer Alf, $10 on that. And the Beat Farmers Van Gogh, $12.50. Jetstream wants ST for Sanford and Townsend. That's sold to Jetstream. So Led Zeppelin is sold to George Sheriff for $32. And we had two other people bid $15 on Van Halen. They have not bid again. That is at $16 of Chris Bryant. A VG Plus copy of Fair Warning. Great price on that right now. Trey Tidwell wants the USA Olympics record. That's sold to Trey Tidwell. And we have the Guess Who, Sown and Grow in Canada. $10 on Guess Who. The R&B Bombers, an 87 record, $7.50. The Five Americans was sealed. Early Americans, which is some kind of Sundazed compilation. That's by Sundazed. Sealed, $11.50. Sarita, 1-to-1 is $10. Let me grab a new auction. Still got a dozen in here we hadn't touched tonight. Michael Schenker Group Live, an 84 Japanese pressing with insert, near mint minus, and pristine. Michael Schenker Group, Rock Will Never Die. $25 start with insert, Michael Schenker. Van Halen 21. Sleaze a Billy, Jackrabbit Slim, $13.50. That's a rockabilly album. MFC Chicken, Solid Gravy, sealed, 2004 UK mono, $12.50. The Story of Alice in Wonderland, sealed, $7.50. Victim, VIKTIM, an 85 synth pop, $7.50. Lonnie Liston Smith still available on Dr. Jazz label. Rejuvenation, an 85 press, $7.50. Mrs. Miller's Greatest Hits was $7.50. That's the half off stuff. And then the $6.99, we'll call them American Pride records. Music for Fifes and Drums, Proudly They Came. Highlight of our American Heritage, that has the same picture on the cover. America Sings, America the Beautiful, the Military Airlift Command, My American Heritage, and then 2 copies of Let Freedom Ring. Andrew Eisensmith wants the Alice in Wonderland. I was waiting for somebody to claim that. That is sold to Andrew Eisensmith. That was for $7.50, the half-off price. Van Halen's at $22 of Chris Bryant. We got a couple people out. Michael Schenker Group is a $25 start, and that is a Japanese pressing. That is a Japanese pressing on that. Jetstream wants America Sings. That is right here. That's sold to Jetstream. That's $6.99. $6.99 on that. All right, let's find a new crate. Let's go through some older half-off stuff. I'm going to mute my mic for 1 second, take a drink of Monster. Don't go anywhere. All right. Greg, if you're going to bid on Van Halen, it's at $22. Michael Schenker is a $25 buy it now if anybody wants it. No bid. I'll go ahead and make that a buy it now while I'm swapping out crates. Michael Schenker, $25 buy it now. Sorry. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Also, I know it's late, but if you haven't already, please go ahead and do me a favor and like the post. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's load up some half-off stuff over here. I'm going to pull stuff from a lot of different areas. And just by the way, if you're local, we are slowly loading up. We are slowly loading up for a half-off sale, or not a half-off sale, a dollar sale here in the store. We are running out of space again. We're about to do some big half-off discounts. I keep saying half-off discount. Dollar sales. Wow. Yeah, we're already bringing boxes up here to the front, which some people take special trips. This was kind of my first announcement of it, and then we're going to start working them in. We're going to work in more and more until we officially set the date. We don't know the date yet. I'm going to try to plan it around some vacation time for other people and make sure Ed and John and Paul and everybody can be here because it takes a coordinated effort for sure. So Van Halen is at 22 of Chris Bryant. That's sold. That's sold. More crates. I just bought $1,000 worth of crates this morning, Michael. I bought another pallet of crates, 54 of them, $990 shipped here to CollectCo because we need them too. So, next auction. I'm kind of excited. At this point with the posters, we got a lot. We got a lot of posters back there that I hadn't even went and pulled for tonight. I'm kind of excited about that. I'm excited also about how many, hopefully, half-off records we're about to sell. And if anybody's watching late, if anybody's here is watching late and you're new, you can jump in on the action at any time. Okay, first thing we have is another Michael Schenker. This is an 83 USOG. An 83 USOG. It's a Pittman press. It is got the chrysalis inner sleeve. It is a VG Plus record, $15 start. Michael Schenker Group, built to destroy, $15 start. Japanese pressing coming up of Styx Cornerstone, a 1979 Japanese pressing, OG, with the insert and the booklet. EX, $25 start. There's the foil insert. There's the gatefold jacket. It has a little bit of discoloration inside, and that is a $25 start. $25 start. Everybody ready? Y'all are quiet. Boy, I'm concerned. Everybody's really quiet right now. I'm going to start talking really quiet too. If I talked like this all night, it'd really put everybody to sleep. All right. First half off record. Peebo Bryson and Roberta Flack, $5. Gold stamp promo. The price I'm telling you are the discounted prices. $25 start on Styx. We have a bid on Michael Schenker for $15. Dionne Warwick, $5 on Dionne. The History of Country Music, Volume 5, $5. That's got artists such as Hank Snow, Hank Lachlan, Bobby Bear, Porter Wagner, Waylon Jennings. Michael Nath on Roberta Flack. That's sold to Michael Nath. We have The History of Country Music, Volume 3. Dolly Parton, Joshua, Porter Wagner, Jim Reeves, Jimmy Dean. That's $5. Michael Schenker's at $15, now $25. Aretha, jump to it. Aretha Franklin. $10 on Aretha Franklin. John Butcher Wishes, $7.50. And Traces Classics 4, featuring Dennis Yost, $5. All right. And then Randy Weston, African Night, $15 on Randy Weston, African Night. And Modern Jazz Quartet, Space, $11.50 on that. So Michael Schenker's at $25. Paula, let me know if you want back in. Quick buy it now on Styx. Nobody bid. Wow, a Japanese press. EX on the vinyl, $25 buy it now on Styx Cornerstone. Somebody can pick that up right now. I'm sure somebody will. HCM, Jetstream wants both. And that was History of Country Music and History of Country Music. Those are sold to Jetstream and Jetstream. Sold. Joe and Eddie, Volume 4. Joe and Eddie is $5. That's on Crescendo. And Nantucket, No Direction Home. No Direction Home is $5. Lacey J. Dalton is $7.50. And Fats Domino 65 is $10. Fats Domino 65, $10. The DeFranco family featuring Tony DeFranco, Save the Last Dance for Me, VG Plus 750. And let's see what else I have over here. I have going up for auction right now. Somebody asked about this earlier, and I forgot to. Oh, this is a pricey record. Well, the way auctions are doing, somebody's probably about to get a deal here. Somebody said they already bid $25 on Styx. Oh, you see what happened? The feed froze. Yep, Facebook froze again. Okay, let me go back then. Sorry about that. I knew something was wrong because I was showing these and there was Everything was on Facebook. I knew something was up. Or everything was on YouTube. Michael Schenker, 15. Michael Schenker, 20. Okay, then Michael Nath got Roberta Flack. Jetstream got both country music. And then Michael Schenker got a 15 bid. And then Michael Peveler bid 25 on sticks. Facebook got froze again. It's the third time that's happened tonight. All the comments were loaded and then they blasted through. Michael Peveler has that for $25. Then Brian Frenfrock offered $20 for this Michael Schenker. Brian, I'll go ahead and sell that one for $20 to you. And this crate is full. Let me go ahead and swap over. Let me go ahead and swap over empty crates. Okay, then Josie Singbell, you put Dion. There's this one, Dion Warwick. That sold to Josie for $5. John Barry, I'm not for sure who was first, but technically he was first on YouTube. So I'll have to give him the Country Music Volume 3. Then Michael Peveler wants JB. JB was for John Butcher. That sold to Michael Peveler. Larry Smith got Traces. I'm just doing it in the order in which I can see it now. Traces is sold to Larry Smith. John Barry, you were second on Volume 5. Jared Inc. gets Modern Jazz Quartet. And then Josh Phillips was second. And Tommy Flowers got Fats Domino. And we have Josie, I got you down for Dion. Okay, so let me clarify what's happening then. There was a bid on sticks for $25 with Michael Peveler. And now it's a final call. And now that's a final call. And Michael Schenker, this kind of has went back and forth, but I just want to clarify that the high bid is with Also Adventure for $25, and that's a final call. So both auctions are at $25. And then if I've missed a claim, if it didn't come through, here's what's left. The DeFranco family, Lacey J. Dalton, Nantucket, Joe and Eddie, Randy Weston, and Aretha. And when I'm through, I'll go back through those again in details. Dave Loggins, he just recently passed away. $7.50, Apprentice in a Musical Workshop. Please come to Boston. He also wrote the theme song to The Masters, which I think is that acoustical guitar that you hear when CBS is coming on the air. He wrote that. And we have Bellamy Brothers, Sons of the Sun. Bellamy Brothers is $5. Also, What the World Needs Now is Love, Jackie DeShannon. What the World Needs Now is Love, Sweet Love. Jackie DeShannon is $10. Tim Turner on Dave Loggins, that's sold. And Dan Fogelberg, The Innocent Age. Dan Fogelberg is $7.50. All right, so Michael Peveler, you do get sticks for $25. And Also Adventure, you get the Michael Schenker for $25. That is sold. You still have the other. Somebody just made an offer, and I've already sold it. Somebody made an offer, I've already sold it. Larry Smith wants JDS. JDS was Jackie DeShannon. That's sold to Larry Smith. That's on the original Liberty. Now, I mentioned this record a long time ago. Oh Glory, J.J. Gray, and Mofro. And this is actually one of the more pricier auctions we had tonight, and I've kind of forgot about it. It's a 2015 UK, Euro, and US, so it's an international release. 2 LP, 180-gram copy. There's only one in the United States that's sealed for $120. This one's about an EX copy, $65 start. $65 start on that. We have Also Adventure on K. Or maybe he was just saying, okay, you K'd me. We have Stories. Stories is $10. And Girls, Guitars, and Gibson. Girls, Guitars, and Gibson. That's Don Gibson. EX condition, $7.50. And Finch. Beyond Expression. Finch is EX edition, $12.50. And The Love and Spoonful in Woody Allen's What's Up Tiger Lily. EX edition, $11. Matt Lawson's on 65 on JJ. Donna wants Stories. That's sold to Donna for the $10 price. And I think I got kicked off Facebook again. Yeah, I'm kicked off. I'm gonna stop right there. I noticed it this time. Okay, time out. Sorry, it just kind of stopped raining here. Our connection has been whacked tonight. So, yeah, Facebook it says connecting right now. So give me a second. Y'all probably can still hear me. I just can't see your comments. Okay, I think it's back. It is. We have Merle Haggard, Back to the Bar Rooms. That's now just $14. That was EX $27.99. And Family Bandstand. That's die cut. It's shaped like an old radio or OTV. EX edition, $9. So final call. On the JJ Gray and Mofro, $65. There's only one for sale for $120. That's a $65 of Matt Lawson. Okay, I hope it's still connected. It was connected. We'll see what happens. I'll keep showing records. Aretha Franklin. This is $5. It's in G condition. It's in G condition. The cover has damage and the vinyl's in G condition. $5 on Aretha. And the meters at Rosie's. The meters is $25. And that's a 1981 US recorded 1976. So if you're over, Craig says still it's hung up. So if you're over on Facebook and you're trying to comment, just go ahead and do it. But it's going to be a minute or two, I think, before it pops up, unfortunately. Let me go over here myself and try to pull it up, see what it, so that way I can look at it and make sure I know when it's frozen. Wow, it's difficult to sell records like this. Let me go down here. A mint. AF meters. Okay. I can see, they'll pop up in a second. I can see what y'all are saying though. Larry Smith put GDS. Did I already pull that? Yeah. There's 65. Okay, Kevin Cassidy wants Nantucket and MH. I'm seeing it all. They hadn't popped up on my end though. They're there. I think they're just all preloaded. Let's see if they come through. They may not though. Okay, let's go. I'll just pull them off Facebook because I don't think anybody from YouTube has claimed any. So let me go back up to the top here. And so Matt has JJ for $65. And then Kevin Cassidy wants Nantucket. Let's pull that for Kevin Cassidy, Nantucket. That's so to Kevin Cassidy. And whoever's watching this feed, we're kicked off Facebook again. Larry Smith wants Ann, but he said bad keystroke. Robert Philippi gets Merle Haggard. Robert Philippi gets Merle Haggard. I can see those comments, so it's not coming up on Restream. But if the same person claims it on YouTube, that's when we'll have a problem. And then Susie Breedlove wants the DeFranco family. Susie Breedlove wants the DeFranco family. Okay, and then Tommy Flowers wants the meters. That was this big discount on this one. $25 off, $25. That's so to Tommy Flowers. J.D. Conklin got the Aretha Franklin. J.D. Conklin on Aretha Franklin. And I have Test, a mint. J.D. price on meters already sold and switched over. So, yeah, I still haven't seen a Facebook comment. Yeah, we're completely disconnected. Error and error over on X. We got errors everywhere. Let me give it a few more seconds and I may have to reboot, which will be a good thing anyway, because they'll resend everybody a notification. But yeah, I can see comments behind me though. Josh, I've already sold Modern Jazz Quartet. Somebody got it. Was it you? Somebody bought it earlier. I've got Facebook Live over here. Give me 1 second. All right, and then JJ, I'm going to go ahead and sell JJ Lawson, no, not JJ Gray. I'm going to start, and I'm sure, I don't think anybody else was trying to bid on it though, so I'll go ahead and sell it. What am I trying to say? Matt Lawson, this sold you for $65. Okay, there's Facebook comments, but we're not connected though. Weird. All right, let me stop and start a new feed. We're still going to do records, okay? I need everybody to come back. I'm still going to do vinyl, but there's obviously, yeah, Jared Inc. got bought. There's obviously something wrong right now because I was going to do this one. I was going to try to do another one, hopefully. So if you come back, I'll probably try to do another one right quick too. But if we lose a lot of people, that will be very unfortunate. We'll at least finish this bin, and I'll put up some new auctions. Plus, I got an Iron Maiden and a Marillion record that didn't sell. But everything's messed up. I can't really see comments right now. So let me end the feed. Plus, I wanted to recap new vinyl. I'll be back in like 5 minutes, okay? I'll probably start it up at like exactly 10:55. It's acting really odd. See, Craig's comment just came through, so I don't know what's up. And hopefully it doesn't happen again. So I'm going to end the feed. I'll reboot it in like 5 minutes. I'll give it time for the stream to end and post. And I'm going to grab something to eat right quick, and then I'll restart it, okay? We'll do vinyl, and then we'll start posters. So we will be doing records again. And if this continues, we may, I don't know, I may have to stop it altogether. Unless it gets unless there's just a few people. If we get down to just a few people, like with posters later tonight, we'll still be able to do that. So, but yeah, I definitely need to try to reboot and see if that connects it. All right, see you soon.